1-1 pitch outside, and that ball's lined into center field. Giving chase is Craigle, and that ball's going to hit the alley, and it's going to roll to the fence. Into second base is Perkins with a stand-up double. Scoring is Schelschmidt. It is now 3-0 walk-on in the lead. 0-1 pitch, and that ball is lined to left field, and giving chase is going to be Oberbrockling. It's over his head. It's going to roll to the fence. Heading to third base is Breitspecker. They'll hold him there. He runs right through the stop sign. The throw comes to the plate. It's off the line, bounces away from Mask, and scoring all the way from first base is Breitspecker. He ran through the stop sign at third. It's a double for Jones, his second RBI of the ball game, and it's 6-0 walk-on in the lead. First pitch is a bouncing ball. Third baseman underneath the glove of Breitspecker. It'll go into left field. They'll wave the runner around from third. The throw comes in. It's cut off there, and it's now 6-4, and the tying run is on the base pass for Clayton Ridge Central now. A 3-2 pitch. Fastball. Craigle caught looking. Second strikeout by Stewart, and he gets out of the jam in the bottom of the seventh inning. And is the Indians hanging on. War Eagles score 4 runs in the bottom of the seventh inning. They put the tying run on second base here in the seventh. But Stewart comes in, strikes out the final 2 War Eagle hitters to close the gap, and he ends up with the save in this ball game. Walk-on hanging on by a final score of 6-4 in our district opener. First pitch there to Willie. Willie will say high fly ball. This is to deep left field. Giese on the run. That ball is over his head, and that ball is gone. Jaron Willie with a solo home run. And for Jaron Willie this year, that is actually home run number 1. And it's 2-1. Bulldogs take the lead. 1-2. Here is the pitch. It's a curveball popped up down the left field line, and that ball is going to fall in. It's a base hit and 2 extra bases. And Keel's going to try to stretch it out. Goes into second base and slides in safe there. There's that speed. A double into left field. 2-run score. And it's now 7-1. MFL MarMac in the lead. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball, and Wickner slams that into right field. It's a base hit. That'll drive in 2. Scoring is Millage. Humble waved around from second. The throw comes in. It's cut off in the infield. Base hit, 2 RBIs, and it's 10-1. MFL MarMac in the lead. Humble delivers the 2-2 pitch. It's a fastball swinging right through it is Erickson. Second strikeout recorded there by, once again, Humble, and that does it for the Pirates in the top of the 5th inning. This game is over. It is MFL MarMac, a slow start, but they find their way to an 11-1 5-inning victory over Postville. The best tournament action is on KCTN FM 100. It's round 2 of the baseball tournament tonight on KCTN. In our featured matchup, MFL MarMac faces Marquette. The Bulldogs are coming off a convincing win over Postville. This team believes they can play with anyone. They are ready for this challenge tonight. For Marquette, they are the champions of the Tri-Rivers East. This team has only 4 losses. They feel they are one of the better teams in all of Class 2A. The winner moves on to the district final on Saturday night. MFL MarMac and Marquette. Tonight's On Deck show coming up next.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now. Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping into Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
For generations, local farmers have trusted Freedom Bank to provide the financial backing they need to succeed. We have a long tradition of empowering success, and that continues today. We offer competitive financing options at competitive rates, whether for equipment purchases, building construction, land purchases, or operating capital. Visit one of Freedom Bank's experienced ag loan professionals in Elkader, Monona, Postville, and Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student-athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100%.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Monona Veterinary Hospital, Elite DJ Service in Monona, the Luena Tap, home of the award-winning Philly, D&J Feed in Monona, Central State Bank, member FDIC, Pat's Electric, Maggie's Diner on top of the hill, McGregor, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, and Kanako Floor Covering in Monona. We begin the On Deck show for tonight's game. We're joined by MFL MarMac baseball coach Paul Gordon. Coach, your team now improving to 22-6. Good win last night as you defeated Postville 11-1 in 5 innings. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we didn't get out to the start that we were looking for, but they jumped on us right away and got a 1-0 lead. Kids fought back. Jaron Willie hit a big home run there in the second inning to put us up and really give us a spark, and then we got contributors from all over in the order last night. We struggled a little bit at the top of our batting order, but some guys in the middles and in the bottom. We just had a lot of guys. I think we had 10 guys that scored runs last night. 8 different guys had hits. 7 different guys had RBIs. So everyone was picking each other up, and that's what we've been preaching all year. Pick each other up, and our pitching staff did great. Jacob, Kyler, and Cade all pitched great last night and did what they needed to do. Stayed under their 25 pitches, so we got everybody eligible for tonight.
All right, we'll talk about pitching in just a second, but let's talk about this team offensively. Tell me about some of those individuals who have led you.
Usually, at the top of the order, we got Parker up there, Jacob in the 2-hole, Braden and Ben kind of switching back and forth in that 3 and 4 spot. But really, top to bottom, last night we had Tice Wickner really broke out last night and drove in 3 runs, a couple hits. Top to bottom, I think we usually get contributors from different spots in the order every game.
All right, now let's talk about pitching-wise. Who do you look to start in tonight's ball game?
Parker Keel will be out there tonight.
Tell me a little bit about Parker on the mound.
Parker just does a great job. He's efficient. He usually pitches deep in the game, doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. He's just our ace of our staff. He's been our ace all year long.
All right, now turning our attention to Marquette. What do you know about the defenders? I know you played them late in the season, dropped a 13-3 decision. What do you know about them?
Yeah, we didn't come ready to play that one. It's one of those weird spots where you play a team that you're going to play in the playoffs a week later, and I think our lineups were pretty set to what we're going to see tonight. But the pitching, we didn't see their best. I don't think they didn't see our best. So it's just one of those situations. They're 23-4, won their conference. They got great athletes up and down their lineup, a lot of speed and a lot of athleticism out in the outfield, a couple great pitchers. You don't get a bye in the first round of the playoffs and not be a good team.
All right, keys in the ball game for MFL MarMac. What do you have to do?
Tonight we just got to play together like we did last night. We got 7 seniors that are all playing to get one more game. One game at a time, playing hard to get one more game. That helps out a lot. I think it gives those kids a little extra drive. We need to do the little things, pick each other up, trust each other, and I think we'll be all right.
All right, Coach, good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Thank you.
MFL MarMac baseball coach Paul Gordon on his Bulldog team. The On Deck Show continues after this. Hey, sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local-friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Top Gun Customs knows that the insurance company wants you to do all the work for them. They want you to download the app, take the pictures, upload them, then they want you to accept the paltry check they think will repair your vehicle. No, no, no. Top Gun writes an accurate estimate, takes the photos, and explains the repair process to you. Let Bob and the guys take all the worries out of your repairs. Call Bob or Nancy at 563-964-9899 at Top Gun to schedule your repair today.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. We continue the On Deck Show for today's game. We're joined by Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeman. Coach, your team now 23-4, closed the regular season by defeating MFL MarMac 13-3. Tell me about that game.
Yeah, we went into that game not knowing what to expect because it's the end of the year. both teams are not playing necessarily their top pitchers, maybe a couple top players, stuff like that. So we didn't really know what to expect. We went into the game, knowing MarMac was a good team, they had a good record. Knew a little bit about a couple of their players. We did play them last year. They did beat us last year. I know the Shellhorn kid and the Jukly kid, both are great players, and we knew we had that. And the Cranberry kid at third there was hitting really well, so that's kind of what we knew going in. We knew they kind of liked to run. They like to mix up their pitches, and that's kind of what we went in with. And we pitched our number 4 starter against them. I'm not sure what they pitched against us. Did walk a lot of guys in that game. We did. We got out of a lot of jams, so kind of got lucky to get out of that win with a 13-3 win there. So,
all right, let's talk about this team offensively. A number of contributors. Who leads you offensively?
Cameron Templeton. He was an All-Stater last year, first-team All-State, first-team All-District. Again, this year he's first-team All-District, Player of the Year in our conference. He is going to Kirkwood this year, or in the fall, play baseball. He's been our spark plug all year. He's the leader, the main guy on the team as far as getting on base. Does a great job with that. And playing in the outfield, I mean, he's got a 90-mile-an-hour arm, runs a 6'5". He's a heck of a player. So he's been our leader all year. Offensively, other than him, Cameron Coswell's had a really good year. He plays left field and does some pitching for us. He's been hitting close to 400 all year. Second in our team in hits. Has quite a few RBIs. I think he has 14 stolen bases, something like that. So he steals when he gets on. He's been a good player for us all year. Jackson Leach is another player. He plays shortstop for us. Really very solid defensive shortstop. Gets on base. He leads our teams in runs scored. He gets walked a lot, gets hit by pitches. He does all the right things as far as getting on base and making things happen when he does get on base.
All right, let's talk about pitching-wise. Who do you expect to start in this ball game tonight? You got a couple of options.
Yeah, we got a couple of options. Could be Cal Boniface. He's been our workhorse over the last couple of years. Looking at him, we're looking at possibly even Cameron Coswell, the guy that threw against MarMac down in Bellevue. So we're kind of just going through that, trying to look at our options and what would be the best matchup there for us, defensively and offensively.
All right, so let's talk about keys in the ball game for Marquette. What does that involve?
Keys of the ball game for us is not walking guys. Keeping that to a minimum. Defensively, just played a great game. We've been working with our outfielders on tracking balls a little bit over the course of the last few games, trying to catch the stuff underneath and anything over their heads. And then I think just putting the bat on the ball. I think if we put the bat on the ball, we get on base. I think we could steal bases. We're up in the leaders in the 2A for stolen bases, so if we get on, we're going to run. And I know they might as well. Last time we faced them, we threw out their Jukly kid. I think he tried stealing the first time. We threw him out right away. That kind of shut down the run game, which kind of helped. So I think that's kind of also a key for us is holding runners, having a quick time to the plate, and try to throw their runners out if they do go.
All right, Coach. Good luck to you in the ball game. We look forward to talking to you afterwards.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeton talking things over about his Defenders team. The On Deck Show continues after this.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular, security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4545. 4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet of Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life is better with American Family Insurance because our agents provide specialized local expertise to help you get the right coverage at the right price. We understand that farming is at the heart of what you do, and we want to help protect what you've worked so hard for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC. Good evening once again, everybody. How you doing? Dan Barons along with Coach Mike Sass. We welcome you to Dyersville Commercial Club Park. And the 2A district quarterfinal tonight is MFL MarMac taking on Marquette. They're doing the starting lineups. Let's talk quickly about this matchup. Marquette 23-4, MFL MarMac 22-6. What a matchup.
Yeah, should be a great game. Two very talented teams going at it tonight. Really looking forward to it.
All right, so for the Bulldogs, victorious last night by a final score of 11-1. Pitching-wise, they'll start with Parker Keel.
Yeah, he's kind of there. They got the 1A, 1B between Jacob Shellhorn, Parker Keel. Shellhorn pitched a little bit last night, although he is available tonight. He didn't go over the limit. But they'll start Parker Keel tonight. Tough lefty on the mound, and they're looking for a big game out of him.
Cal Boniface gets the start for Marquette, and he has been one of their many pitchers, just like MFL MarMac.
Yeah, they're also deep in pitching, and Boniface, I believe, leads them in strikeouts. So powerful pitcher. They've got arms that they can throw as well.
It's a team, Bellevue Marquette, by the way, and we'll call them Marquette, batting .315, the shared program. MFL MarMac batting .314. So it just tells you how even these teams are, even though Marquette won the regular season matchup 13-3, in which no one threw their best pitchers.
Yeah, and that's the key there. That game is just, that's a tough game, especially at the end of the season when it's very likely to play them again. I've had that come up in basketball before, where our last regular season game is the same team we play in the first tournament game, and you just don't want to show anything. It's kind of an awkward position to be in.
Real quick, keys in this ball game tonight, and an early lead I think is huge.
An early lead would be huge, yep. Again, just like we always talk about, limit the walks, limit the errors, make the plays, and whoever can get out to that early lead, put a little pressure on the opposite
We'll
team.
take a break. First pitch and the starting lineups all coming up. You've been listening to the On Deck Show from KCTN Sports.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual Agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com. MFL MarMac is the visiting team for this ball game tonight. Let's set the lineup for the Bulldogs. Parker Keel, the pitcher, bats leadoff. Jacob Shellhorn, the shortstop, bats second. Braden Gordon is the right fielder. He'll bat third. Ben Crambier, the Bulldogs' top hitter, cleanup spot tonight, playing third base. Jackson Millage, the first baseman, bats fifth. Cade Humble is the second baseman batting in the number 6 position. The DH batting 7th, Jaron Willie, the DH. The first 7 batters for MFL MarMac are all seniors. Willie DHing for left fielder Kyler Nearing in the number 7 spot. Tice Wickner is the catcher. He'll bat 8th. Carter Lightfoot is the center fielder tonight. He will bat in the number 9 position. For Bellevue Marquette defensively, Cam Kossel is in left field. Louis Goner in center. Cameron Gerlach is in right field. Around the horn defensively, Brody Sullivan at third. Jackson Leach at short. Chase Templeton is at second base. Justin Severson is at first base. Jack Kirk is the catcher. And Cal Boniface is on the mound there for Marquette in this ballgame. For Boniface, this will be start number 8 this season. He is 5-2 on the season, has thrown 35 innings, allowed 29 hits, has given up 12 earned runs. The big thing is, has only walked 5 and has struck out 47 on the season. Correction, there's actually walked 12, and he hit 5 batters, but struck out 47. Either way, he's got great stats.
That's a pretty good ratio, yeah. Over 3 strikeouts per walk. That's pretty good.
Parker Keel set to lead things off. Keel 25 of 78, the left-handed hitting bat, 5 doubles, a triple, a couple of home runs, 18 RBIs, and a threat if he reaches the base pass. The left-hander takes the first pitch from the hard-throwing Boniface. It's high and outside, and the count is 1-0. Bulldogs wearing their white pants tonight, and they have the blue and yellow mixture shirts on tonight. The 1-0 pitch, high and outside, count goes to 2-0. For the defenders, wearing home white bottoms tonight, and they're wearing their red tops with Marquette across the front. 2-0 pitch, fastball, fouled out of play there by Parker, and the count goes to 2-1. Keel had a double in last night's ball game, which drove in 2 runs. MFL MarMac, I would say their infield tonight, looking a little bit better than last night.
Yeah, they looked a little sharper in warm-ups tonight than they did last night, that's for sure.
And we were kind of pushed early against Postville. 2-1 pitch, Keel fouls that one out of play, and it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're evened up.
Yeah, and we talked about it, how hard it is to get up for a game like they had last night, a game where you know you're just a lot more talented than the team you're playing.
And you had dominated them during the season, but a good effort by the Postville Pirates last night. The Bulldogs getting out of there in 5. 2-2 pitch outside, just missing his Boniface. We've seen him work continuously that direction. Count goes to full to Keel. Both these teams have every arm available in the ballgame tonight. 3-2 pitch, and Keel lines that into right field. It's going to one-hop the right fielder Gerlach. A leadoff single here for Keel to start this ball game out for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good start for the Bulldogs. A nice solid base hit there by Keel, and we'll see if he's running.
And he is 31 of 33 stolen base-wise this year, but was thrown out against Marquette in the regular season matchup.
Yeah, so, we'll see if that plays on his mind a little bit or not here.
And if you talk about running, again, they have been very good behind the plate with Kirk. He has allowed 17 stolen bases and is throwing out 9 hitters.
That's pretty good.
9 base runners, I should say.
Yep.
Coach Gordon taking time here to have a conversation with our umpires.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is about, but he's concerned about something here.
And also now, that will allow Marquette to go to the mound to have a conversation. So a solid single for Keel to right field to start things out. Almost looks like they're looking at maybe something behind the mound or maybe something.
Yeah, maybe an equipment thing. I'm not sure. I guess it seems to be resolved now.
Yeah, maybe some sprinkler head maybe popping up or something like that. But whatever that conference was, it is taken care of. And Kiel, a leadoff base hit. So Jacob Shellhorn now up to bat. Shellhorn 30 of 85 on the season. Among the team leaders, though, with 25 RBIs. Shellhorn's so good at watching the balls and strikes, he actually has walked 19 times this year and only struck out 10. Great numbers.
Yeah, prototypical number 2 hitter.
Off and running is Kiel. They bluff the bunt. Here's Kirk's throw. It's to the second base side of the bag. The shortstop Leach has to reach over and just knocks it down. But Kiel going on the first pitch, got a great jump, moves into scoring position here right away.
Yeah, he beats that out easily. Not a great throw there by the catcher, but Kiel showing the great speed there.
In a ball game like tonight's, and I would say we mentioned the stats, they're just about even hitting-wise here. You expect the Bulldogs to play for a run, and Shellhorn is a really good bunter.
Yeah, he could put one down here, get that runner to third. A lot of, second base is scoring position, but a lot easier to score from third.
Kirk went out to the mound to have a conversation with Boniface, and he looks back towards the dugout as a conversation with his dugout continues. So Kiel into scoring position. Shellhorn taking that pitch, and that was a called ball outside. 1-0 is the count. And the 1-0 pitch from Boniface, and it's a breaking ball, gets across the strike zone, and it goes to a ball and a strike. Shellhorn showing no signs of bunting there.
Nope, it looks like he's going to hit away.
1-1 is the count. They will again, Leach, the shortstop, will keep Kiel best he can short at second base. 1-1 is the count. And here is the offering, and a curveball again, catches the outside corner. The count is 1-2. The difference, what we're going to see pitching-wise tonight, is guys that don't walk a lot of guys and have a lot of confidence in their pitches.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 really good pitchers on the mound tonight.
A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Kiel a short lead off of second base. The 1-2 offering fastball tried to check his swing inside his Shellhorn. I think they'll appeal to the base umpire, but he did not go. And it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. They actually never appealed it.
No, didn't look like they did. I thought they were going to. I think he held up, but he did start to go.
So evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With Kiel's speed, any ball to the outfield, he is likely to score. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boniface looks back at second base 3 times. Breaking ball, hit to the right side of the infield. It'll go foul up in front of the Marquette fence up the first base side. Bulldogs have the third base dugout. The second game, Beckman actually has the third base dugout. Wakan will have the first base dugout.
And the state assigns those, I believe.
Yep. We are just here for this first game tonight. Had a chance to see Wakan last night against Clayton Ridge Central. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball on the outside, just misses away. Nice pitch by Boniface. A better take, as it turns out, by Shellhorn.
Yeah, really trying to work that corner, and Shellhorn again just able to hold up.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Boniface here has had to accumulate some pitches early in this ballgame.
Yeah, first 2 batters doing a real good job making him throw a lot of pitches early.
And the top of the lineup was kind of quiet last night for MFL MarMac, with the exception of the double by Kiel. And here is the 3-2 pitch, fouled out of play. We'll do it again. He worked him outside. It remains a full count. So the Bulldogs threatening here, top of inning number 1. Pretty good crowd on hand for this ball game tonight. By the time we get to game number 2, just like last night, expect a great crowd, right?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of people here by the tail end of this game.
Especially Beckman, the home team tonight. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 3-2 pitch. It's outside. It is ball number 4. Dropped by Kirk, but only a step away. And Shellhorn, we mentioned, he's got a great view of the strike zone. Second and first, and nobody out for the Bulldogs. And Braden Gordon now up to bat.
Yeah, Shellhorn really earned that walk. Taking a couple pitches, fouling a couple off, and just showing good discipline there.
Braden Gordon, 25 of 78. Out of those 25 hits, he's had 8 doubles. He has 23 RBIs. We mentioned this for MFL MarMac. They've got several guys that have 15 or more RBIs. They're getting production up and down the lineup. Last night, I think 8 different guys scored. The 9 in the lineup all reached base. So they have had that ability all season long.
Yeah, pretty solid all the way up and down.
But Cranbeer, who's waiting on deck, is without a doubt the top bat. They look to bunt. Gordon stabbed at it, follows it over the backstop. The count is 0-1. So Gordon up to bat. You don't think of Gordon as a player, the number 3 hitter that's going to bunt. But again, they will do this.
Yeah. I wonder if that surprised Marquette a little bit there, but I won't be surprised if he tries again, I don't think.
They are in at the edge at third base, but his job is likely to stay back. It will be Boniface to cover unless they run a wheel coverage. So 0-1 is the count. He looks to square to bunt, pulls things back. It was a fastball high. They were charging in from third base, and the shortstop was actually rolling over to cover third. So they were moving there in that direction. So 1-1 is now the count. Wakan, speaking of the Indians, they are walking right by us tonight with different uniforms than last night.
Yeah, these look sharp.
Indians across the front. They've got the pinstripes, gray, and the black pinstripes. Yeah, absolutely. 1-1 pitch. Gordon looks to bunt again, takes it high, and the count is 2-1. So Boniface falling behind on the third hitter in a row this inning.
Yeah, struggling a little bit to find that strike zone consistently. He's thrown some strikes, but not consistently yet.
Scoreboard says it's 2-1. Is that correct?
That's what I've got.
All right, 2 balls and a strike with runners on second and first. Again, nobody out. Keel again at second base, about 5 steps off. Jockey's back and forth. He's off and running, and the bunt is fouled back. And I think Keel was green-lighted there by himself. And they have the confidence to run steals there. You're only concerned about that is if he pops up.
Yeah, that would be the only concern because he got a great jump. I think he beats that if it's not followed back. But yes, if it's popped up, then you're doubled up.
He was kind of dancing, leading off of second base and read the look well. But Gordon was trying to bunt and unable to get it down again. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, so that likely takes the bunt off the table for MFL MarMac. Boniface at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The offering inside, fouled up against the backstop area by Gordon, stays alive. And we'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, if nothing else, they're making Boniface throw a lot of pitches this inning.
Again, the winner of this ball game will play Saturday night. And if Beckman wins, that game would be here at Beckman on Saturday night. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 offering, fastball inside. Gordon swings right through it. Challenged inside, couldn't catch up to it. It's strikeout number 1 for Boniface and out number 1 here on the top of the first.
Yeah, good fastball on the inside, and Gordon not able to catch up to that, a little behind it.
Brings up Ben Cranbeer. Cranbeer having a season, 47 of 99. He has a total of 12 extra base hits, including 2 home runs, and 41 RBIs. He leads the Bulldogs RBI-wise. Takes the first pitch. It's a bouncing ball towards second base. A 2-hopper to Templeton. Fields it, goes to shortstop to Leach to 1. They throw it to first, and they turn the 6-4-3 double play. Slick fielding by the defenders, and that does it for the Bulldogs in the top of the first. No runs, a hit. They strand 1. We played 1 half inning. Bulldogs nothing. Defenders coming to bat.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated Neat, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in northeast Iowa. Neat also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. Neat, connecting you now.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit realfarmersrealfoodrealmeat.com.
Bottom of the first inning, let's run down Marquette's lineup. Jackson Leach, the shortstop, bats leadoff. Chase Templeton, the second baseman, bats second. Cam Kossel, the left fielder, bats third. Jack Kirk is the catcher, batting cleanup. Justin Severson, the first baseman, bats fifth. Louis Goner, the center fielder, bats sixth. The DH batting seventh is Camden Weber. He's DHing for right fielder Cameron Gerlach. Batting eighth and wearing number 8 is Brody Sullivan, the third baseman. Cal Boniface is the pitcher, batting in the number 9 spot. For MFL MarMac defensively, Kyler Nearing is at third. Jacob Shellhorn in center. Braden Gordon is in right field. Around the horn defensively, Ben Cranbeer at third. Jacob Shellhorn is at short. Cade Humble at second. Jackson Millage at first base. The catcher is youngster Tice Wickner. And senior on the mound, the left-handed pitcher in Parker Keel, who leads the Bulldogs in wins this year. He has a record coming into this ball game of 6-2, has thrown 46 innings, allowed 26 hits, only 9 earned runs, has only walked 12, but has struck out 65 in those 46 innings.
Yeah, he's, again, we've talked about it, number 1A and 1B. And
First pitch of the ball game, it is high to Leach, and the count is 1-0. Leach, 22 of 72 on the season, has a couple of home runs among those hits. 14 RBIs. He is the top base threat for Marquette. Pitch outside, it's a called strike, and it goes to a ball and a strike. As a matter of fact, Keel And also Leach have the same stolen base stats, 31 of 33 on the season. 1-1 pitch, a ball, slow roller, hit up the third base line, and Wickner will touch it there about 15 feet up the third base line, and it is foul, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, good hustle by Wickner, making sure he grabbed that before it hits a rock or something, rolls back fair.
Well, and if that ball goes fair, there is every opportunity for Leach to beat that out with his speed.
Yep.
So underway here for game number 1 tonight here. This is our 5 o'clock start again. Tomorrow night, back to the 7 o'clock start. As a matter of fact, tomorrow and Thursday night, both 7 o'clock starts. Hope to have a game Friday night, which would also be a 7 o'clock start. And if we get to Saturday's ball game, that would be a 7 o'clock start. 1-2 pitch, high pop-up. This is to right center field. It will be Braden Gordon coming over there, gets underneath it, catches it with one hand. Leach flies out to right field. It's out number 1 here in the first.
A good job by the Bulldogs getting the leadoff batter. Easy fly ball to Gordon in right field.
Brings up Chase Templeton, the number 2 hitter, the second baseman. Templeton, 16 of 59 on the season. He has 17 RBIs. We were talking about stolen base-wise. 133 steals for Marquette out of 137 attempts. MFL MarMac, 95 steals, 97 attempts. There's a fastball inside to Templeton. The count is 0-1. So, ironically, Keel's the only base runner that's been thrown out.
Yeah, that's surprising.
0-1 is the count. Keel, who works from the left side of the mound, facing that mound, takes the pitch downstairs. Templeton does, and it goes to a ball and a strike. So
I suppose law of averages, he steals the most attempts, too.
Yes, absolutely. A ball and a strike. And the 1-1 offering, a ball that is a breaking ball, fouled back by Templeton. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes, as the scoreboard will correct itself. All right, let's talk about that double play. Pitcher's best friend and Marquette. Textbook turn.
Yeah, they turned that real slick. Perfect timing between second base and shortstop, and a good solid throw to first. Great job by Marquette.
1-2 pitch, swinging through the outside pitches. Templeton. It's strikeout number 1 for Keel. Out number 1 here in the first.
Yeah, good job by Keel. He looks sharp on the mound tonight.
Cam Castle is up to bat, the left fielder. We were thinking the way it's spelled, it's Castle, but it's Castle.
Yep, we were corrected on that.
He's 32 of 84, and again, plenty of extra base hits. Has 3 doubles, 4 triples, 26 RBIs from the 3 spot. First pitch, swings right through an outside fastball. The count is 0-1. Beautiful night, sun shining. Expect a quicker played ball game, I think, than our first game last night was, and a thrilling win by Waukon over Clayton Ridge Central. 0-1 pitch, bounces in front of the plate, and it will scoot away from Wickner, and the count goes to a ball and a strike. A ball game in which Waukon had that 6-0 lead. Come back by Clayton Ridge Central in the bottom of the 7th, gave them an opportunity, but Waukon able to get out of it with runners on 2nd and 3rd and preserve a 6-4 lead. 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball foul into the MFL MarMac dugout. In fact, up the third base side, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, we thought the War Eagles were going to come back and maybe steal one there, but good job by Waukon holding on.
And the only bad news for Waukon is you don't have Colton O'Neill available in tonight's ball game. They're ace, so they'll turn things over to the youngsters tonight. 1-2 pitch, slow bouncing ball to the edge of the grass in front of the plate. Glove there by Wickner. Good strong throw to the first baseman Millage. Castle retired there, and that does it for the defenders. No runs, no hits. They leave no one. We've played 1. No score here in the district quarterfinal.
Edgewood Auto and Towing is an automotive repair shop, tire dealer, and 24/7 towing service. We offer full service work on all autos and semis. Our highly skilled mechanics provide quality workmanship and will get you back on the road in a timely manner. Check out our current tire rebates by calling 563-928-7333 or stopping in to Edgewood Auto and Towing for complete terms and conditions.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, we're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Monona Veterinary Hospital, Elite DJ Service in Monona, the Luena Tap, home of the award-winning Philly, D&J Feed in Monona, Central State Bank, member FDIC, Pat's Electric, Maggie's Diner on top of the hill, McGregor, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, and Kanako Floor Covering in Monona. Top of the second inning, no score here from Dyersville. MFL MarMac will send up Jackson Millage, Cade Humble, then the DH Jaron Willie here in the top of the second inning. Bulldogs put 2 on with nobody out in the first inning and unable to get the runners to third base, and they come up scoreless after a double play to end things. Millage, the first pitch, the offering, and he slams that ball right to the second baseman, who leaps up and catches it. Templeton, not a tall figure by any stretch of the imagination, goes to the edge of the infield and makes a jump-up catch there, robbing Millage.
Yeah, Templeton used every inch of his frame there to get that one. Great play by him at second base.
So Jackson Millage, who is coming into tonight, 28 of 86 with 20 RBIs, is retired for out number 1. Cade Humble now up to bat. Humble, the second baseman. Humble is 19 of 67, 19 RBIs on the season, takes the pitch low and away. Count is 1-0. A score from Grundy Center tonight. Sumner Fred leads North Fayette Valley at the end of 1-0. Fastball, outside corner, catches it. It's a ball and a strike. North Fayette Valley coming off a big win last night over Starmont.
Yeah, huge win. Tonight will be a little bit tougher challenge, but they've been playing well lately.
1-1 pitch, chasing the outside pitch is Humble, and the count goes to 0-2. And North Fayette Valley, a team that has a tremendous upside. That is a very young club. 0-2, the 0-2 pitch. Humble lines that into right field. Giving chase is going to be Gerlach. Gerlach makes the play on the run towards right center field. Gerlach got a great jump, and looking into the sun made that play, heading into the alley in right center field.
Yeah, I think the sun might have been the toughest part of that play because he got a great jump. It was kind of slicing towards him, but he had to fight the sun a little bit there.
Jaron Willie, 18 of 76, hit his first home run of the season last night. 19 RBIs, and really that kind of sparked MFL MarMac in that game, as there's a curveball outside for a strike. The count is 0-1.
Yeah, that hit really got them going because they seemed a little lifeless to start last night.
The game was tied at 1 in the bottom of the second inning when he hit that home run. 0-1 offering, takes a pitch outside again for a strike, and the count goes to 0-2. Needless to say, Boniface is on this inning.
Yeah, he seems to found his groove a little bit.
0-2 is the count. He works from the windup, which we love to see. The 0-2 offering, reaching for the outside pitch. It's Willie, swings right through it. Second strikeout by Boniface, and the Bulldogs go down quickly in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, leaving nobody. Bottom of the second coming up. No score here.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Roberts Son Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Roberts Son.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Brown's family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Brown's family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Brown's is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency. Bottom of the second inning, Jack Kirk, Justin Severson, Louis Goner to lead things off for the defenders. No score in this district quarterfinal tonight. Kirk, the catcher, again in the lineup at the cleanup spot. Kirk is 22 of 68 on the season, 30 RBIs. First pitch from Kia outside, and it's fouled out of play. The count is 0-1. MFL MarMac, you see defensively, you have Gordon basically almost to the right center field alley, right?
Yeah, they're expecting him to pull the ball here, I think, for sure.
0-1 is the offering. Keel with the kick. The 0-1 pitch bounces in the dirt outside. It's a ball and a strike. Keel and Boniface kind of similar in the way they throw. They both throw with great velocity. Just one's left-handed and the other one's right-handed.
Yeah, kind of mirror images of each other.
And it's a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 offering, fastball, breaking ball on the inside rather, caught the corner on the inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The other thing is, again, they threw nice breaking pitches.
Yeah, they can mix that in there, and they become really effective.
The only difference, Keel is a senior, Boniface is a junior. 1-2 offering outside, swinging through the changeup there is Kirk. It is the second strikeout for Keel, and it's out number 1 here in the second.
Yeah, I think Parker Keel looks really dialed in on the mound right now. He's definitely in a groove.
Justin Severson is up to bat. Severson, 20 of 77, has a couple of home runs, 23 RBIs on the season. So this is the number 5 spot in the lineup. Severson, the first baseman, up to bat. A quick top of the second inning for MFL MarMac offensively, and they're hoping to get a quick inning here defensively. First pitch, swinging through the outside pitch. There is Severson. Count goes to 0-1.
Yeah, Parker Keel's doing a nice job changing speeds, changing pitches. He really looks solid.
We're broadcasting from the beer garden here at Commercial Club Park, where we've done games for years. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, called for a strike on the inside. It goes to 0-2. So far, nobody has come up to us as if we're the concession stand. That usually happens once.
Well, one lady did ask me for popcorn, but
so we did have somebody that popped up. 0-2 is now the count. The 0-2 offering, trying to work the fastball outside, was Keel, too far away. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Fortunately, they're just asking for popcorn.
Yeah, no beer requests yet.
A ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 offering. And a pitch popped up out of play. We'll do it again with a ball and 2 strikes. So bottom of inning number 2. Keeping an eye on North Fayette Valley tonight against Sumner Fred, a Sumner Fred team. We talk about this district being loaded. Sumner Fred, I believe, is the, 4th seed in that district?
Yeah, that's got to be a tough district as well.
And they have an outstanding record. 1-2 pitch, worked that breaking ball, didn't break for him, stayed outside. Evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, 2A baseball up here in Northeast Iowa's been pretty solid this summer.
And you talk about how do you separate those teams?
Yeah, it's tough.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 offerings, a slow bouncing ball, and that will end up in the lane to get from the batter's box on the Bellevue Marquette side to the plate. So it's foul, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And again, the rankings play into that, but the pairings actually a little earlier this year than what we've seen.
Yeah, which is good and bad. You can separate the teams a little bit if you wait longer, but it's nice to know who you're going to be matched up with.
2-2 pitch, bounces in front of the plates, and the count goes to full. First time Keel has worked the count to full in this ball game. So 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Keel now delivers the 3-2 pitch, and swinging through the outside pitch is Severson. It's strikeout number 3 for Keel, and out number 2 here in the second.
Yeah, and Keel's a kid where when he gets confidence, he thinks he's the best player out there, and he's pitching like it right now.
Louis Goner is up to bat, the sophomore who plays center field. Goner is 25 of 80, has 18 RBIs on the season. So with 2 outs, nobody on for Marquette here in the bottom of the second inning. And Keel cruising right along. First pitch is a breaking fastball that stayed outside. Count goes to 1-0. Keel not like a lot of left-handers who have a slow curveball.
Yeah, his break's pretty hard.
1-0 is the count. But a different speed, obviously. 1-0 pitch, bouncing ball. That's between second and first. It's into right field. Goner has the first hit of the ball game for Marquette, a 2-out base hit. And that will bring up Camden Weber, the designated hitter.
A good piece of hitting by Goner, just going the other way with it for a nice single.
Yep, took that outside pitch and just spread it there to right field. Camden Weber hasn't had a ton of at-bats this year. According to our stats, 1 of 5 on the season. So Goner is certainly a threat to go. He is 14 of 14 stealing-wise. But again, a left-hander can cause you problems. We saw that last night.
Yeah, and I think Parker Keel's got a pretty good move to first base as well.
So with 2 outs, Goner's certainly more of a threat. He's off and running. The pitch to Wickner. He handles it. The throw to second. It is not in time. Just safe is Goner. Bang, bang play at second base. Nice throw by Wickner. But Goner was going from the get-go when Keel committed, and the defenders have a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and I like that when you're stealing on a left-hander. Just go right away. Don't even let him show that move to you.
Wickner, and remember, he's just an 8th grader, has allowed 25 steals this year and actually thrown out 3 runners. So the 0-1 offering, pitch was taken for a strike from Weber. He swings through this outside pitch there, and the count is 0-2.
Yeah, and you get one more strike here, and that stolen base won't matter at all.
And you can tell both teams are just going to play for a run in this ball game tonight. Heck, 1 run might be enough, maybe.
It could be with the way they're pitching.
0-2 pitch, and taking the pitch for a fastball strike on the outside is Weber. So they end up with 3 strikeouts in the
end. Must have been a ball.
We called it a ball.
With.
You're right.
Yeah.
We were ahead of it there.
Yep.
Oh, the umpire was pointing that it was outside, perhaps?
Or was the first pitch a ball, perhaps?
Yeah, here is now the 1-2 pitch, and there's your strikeout there.
Doesn't
Same
matter.
pitch, same result. We got to it. Fourth strikeout recorded by Keel, and that does it for Marquette in the bottom of the second. No runs a hit. They leave one. We've played two. No score.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Vaga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org. Top of the third inning, Tice Wickner, Carter Lightfoot, Parker Keel, and Wickner slams this ball into right center field. It's in the alley. It's extra bases. Wickner will go into second base. It is bobbled by Gerlach in left field, but he'll put the brakes on there. It is a leadoff double by Wickner to start the top of the third inning for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, great hit by the eighth grader there. Just lined it to right center. Easy stand-up double for Tice Wickner.
Wickner, who has just worked his way into more at-bats this season, 11 of 27 coming into the ball game, but 11 of those hits coming in, 3 of them were doubles, 1 was a triple. So, again, over the third of his hits are for extra bases, and he starts things out here with a double to lead things off here in the third inning.
Yeah, I know coaches really like his bat. It's just, eighth grader, you need some experience, and he seems to be finding it at the end of the season.
Carter Lightfoot is up to bat, the number 9 hitter, 16 of 54 on the season. And I would think your number 9 hitter here, and again, Lightfoot has certainly had a solid year, but get a bunt down here and get that runner to third for the top of the lineup.
Very athletic kid. I think he handles the bat well. I'd expect to see a bunt here.
So Boniface from the stretch. Good lead by Wickner. They squared a bunt. Pulling things back is Lightfoot. Takes it high and outside. And the count is 1-0. They are again crashing in with the third baseman. So if it's a hard bunt, comes back to the mound or comes to third base, with the wheel in motion there, they may look to go to third base if they've got a play. The catcher will communicate that. 1-0 pitch. Lightfoot squares to bunt, pulls things back again. They come crashing down from third base. Both pitches were high and away. Count is 2-0 now.
Yeah, and Lightfoot doing a good job, too, not trying to bunt something that's not in the zone.
Wickner being held at second base by Templeton. And again, that's with the shortstop covering third base. So 2-0 is the count. Lightfoot squares to bunt, pops it up. The catcher has a chance, but the ball's going to hit up against the backstop as Kirk didn't catch it right away, and it would have been a heck of a run to try to get there anyway.
Yeah, it would have been a really tough play, but it did hang up in the air for a second there.
So 2 balls and a strike is now the count, as Lightfoot may want to look to kind of square up a little bit earlier with the speed of Boniface. 2 balls and a strike. And he squares to bunt again and pops it up. This one will go over the backstop, and it ends up hitting the railing and then bouncing on top of the concession stand area, where it goes right down to a lucky fan who caught it. And a youngster that caught it, by the way.
Yep.
And 2 balls and 2 strikes, second time in the ball game. Bulldogs unable to get the bunt down. It resulted in a double play to end things in the first inning. 2-2 pitch, overthrown, but this is going to do the job anyway. It's a wild pitch. It gets by Kirk. Wickner goes to third base, so as it turns out, they get the runner over 90 feet.
Yeah, Marquette helping the Bulldogs out there a little bit because, like you said, Lightfoot not able to get it down, but they get the runner over anyway, and now Lightfoot can swing away.
And again, the count is full to Lightfoot. Top of the lineup with Parker Keel is waiting on deck here. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Boniface Delivering the 3-2 pitch inside. Keel, actually, correction, Lightfoot turns away, takes it inside. It is ball number 4. So for the second time in 3 innings, MFL MarMac puts the first 2 guys on in the inning. A double by Wickner. He stands to third after the wild pitch. Lightfoot the walk, and the top of the lineup with Parker Keel up to bat.
Yeah, now you've got that first-third situation. With Lightfoot's got good speed. We'll see if they send him.
Keel singled to start this ball game in the top of the first. And the left-handed bat steps up there. Let's see what they do with Lightfoot at first base and how Marquette handles that situation. Boniface from the stretch. They send the runner going. Kirk catches it, throws it. They'll cut it back at the mound. And staying at third base is Wickner. Read it well. They just snapped it back to the mound to Boniface. Lightfoot goes into scoring position. Now 2 in scoring position for MFL MarMac with nobody out.
Yeah, that was, I like the play. I like that they're trying something, but it seemed really deliberate. I don't think they were going to fool Wickner on that.
1-0. The first pitch missed for a ball. 1-0 pitch to Keel. Takes it inside, but a breaking ball that caught the inside corner. And it's now a ball and a strike. Boniface, back in the first inning, had runners on second and first with nobody out and got out of it. He's got second and third right now with nobody out. 1-1, the offering to Keel, takes it outside, just misses away, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Boniface, after a lengthy first inning pitch-wise, had a quick second, having to work now here in the third.
Yeah, seems to be every other inning so far.
2 balls and a strike. Bottom of the lineup, getting on for MFL MarMac. 2-1 pitch, and Keel dances out of the way. And a great save by Kirk, and a ball that bounced into the left-handed batter's box to keep that ball and smother it. 3-1 now the count.
Boy, I don't know how that didn't hit Keel. That must have just barely missed him.
And he did a dance job to avoid it. So 3 balls and a strike. And Boniface set to deliver the 3-1 offering outside. Taking it for a strike is Keel, not to his liking, but it caught the outside corner. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he could afford to be just a little bit choosy on that one, but now he's got to protect here.
So 3 balls and 2 strikes the count with nobody out. Boniface does not look at the runners and goes to the plate. 3-2 pitch, and it scoots by the catcher, Kirk, on ball number 4, and Wickner's going to score standing up. The ball goes out of play. Wickner there, able to score, and what ends up being a pass ball. There's runners on third and first, and the Bulldogs strike first.
Yeah, a couple pass balls here, wild pitch situation. Marquette not looking especially sharp this inning.
That is the 3rd walk issued by Boniface, and it will cause Marquette to have a conversation on the mound. So now you've got runners on third and first with nobody out, and you know as well as I do, Keel going to be moving.
Yeah, he's going to move the first chance he's got. So I would expect it to be second and third here shortly, but we'll see. Maybe they can throw him out or catch the runner at third sleeping as well.
So Jacob Shellhorn is up to bat. Bulldogs getting to the part of the lineup that they've been looking for, and this is a long conversation by Coach Templeton out there, and they are now going to break, and he's going to continue to stick with Boniface here. I believe that was Coach Templeton out there. Yes, it was.
Yep.
So we had a chance to talk with Coach Templeton during our on-deck show and had a chance to check in with the ball game as well. We were the first ones here, and Marquette the second group here.
Yeah, before any administrators or anything.
Yeah, and we were able to, fortunately, get the beer garden opened up in time, get set up with about 8 minutes to spare, but great spot to do the ball game, well worth it. So up to bat is Jacob Shellhorn. Shellhorn walked back in the first inning, squares to bunt, takes the pitch all the way. It's a called strike, and Keel, off and running, goes in, standing up without a throw. Kirk just looks the runner back there at third base, so Keel moves into scoring position.
Yeah, they weren't even holding him at first, so that was, they were just giving him second there.
0-1 is the count. By the way, Marquette in at the corners. So 0-1, the offering to Shellhorn, who certainly is a threat to bunt, by the way. And to the 0-1 offering, takes it outside. It goes to a ball and a strike. But with nobody out, I think the Bulldogs, with Shellhorn, the ability to hit the ball, and we talk about his quality hitting, he's drove in 25 runs. They're going to give him a chance to swing away.
Yeah, and he's going to put the bat on it. He's not going to strike out too often. So.
1-1, pitch inside, high and tight. It goes to 2 balls and a strike. So that was the first trip for Coach Templeton for Marquette going to the mound. They trail 1-0. Bulldogs have scored a run. It was Wickner who doubled to start the inning and ended up scoring on a pass ball. Pitch to Shellhorn, bouncing ball over the mound. It's going to go to the second baseman, Templeton. He cannot come up with it cleanly, and they'll score 2 runs. Shellhorn gets one through the middle of the infield. He'll be credited with a base hit and 2 RBIs. It is 3-0 MFL MarMac in the lead on a solid piece of hitting by Shellhorn.
Yeah, and that's why you let Shellhorn hit right there. Not super hard, but he's going to put the bat on it right up the middle. Tough play by the second baseman and just not able to glove it.
And it was a great effort by Templeton. The only advantage, had Templeton be able to knock it down, maybe you got to play at the plate, but with Keel's speed, he was going from the get-go.
Yeah, when it got by him, there was no doubt. If he knocks that down, it's going to be a play, or maybe they hold him with nobody out here, but when it's by him, he's scoring easily.
So again, nobody out. Shellhorn at first base. Braden Gordon is up to bat, was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. If you're talking about the Bulldogs being on the move again, Shellhorn 12 of 12 stolen base-wise. And again, he is a senior. Pitch there inside to Gordon, inside fastball, cannot catch it, and the count is 0-1.
Yeah, Shellhorn, maybe not as speedy as Lightfoot or Keel, but good instincts over there. He knows when to go and when not to.
Throw it back to first base as he tried to stretch his lead, and he goes back in standing up. Yeah, the thing about Shellhorn is, again, he's been playing since his 8th grade year. Learns to read things well and uses those instincts on the base paths very well. Stepping off, by the way, is Boniface. And here's a good example. Shellhorn just keeps the same lead.
Yeah, it didn't even move when Boniface stepped off there.
0-1, so Boniface certainly concerned about the Bulldogs' running game. And the pitch outside to Gordon, fouled a piece of it over the backstop area, and then it sails over the concession stand. And the count goes to 0-2.
And I think Shellhorn's kind of winning that little mental game there. Boniface is keeping an eye on him, trying to do some things, and Shellhorn's not reacting much.
Bulldogs have been able to take second base a couple of times in this inning, and both of them have scored. And the 0-2 pitch to Gordon takes it, called strike 3 on the outside. Strikeout number 3 for Boniface, and it's out number 1 here in the top of the third.
Yeah, big out, big time for a strikeout by Boniface there.
So that brings up Ben Cranbeer, the third baseman. Cranbeer bounced into a double play back in the first inning. Hit the ball hard, of course, but it was so hard it was an easy turn two from once again the defenders. I almost wanted to call them by their last school nickname, but again, this is a shared program with Bellevue High School and Marquette as well. 1-0 offering to Cranbeer, fouls it back. It goes to a ball and a strike. I think they went to the defenders just a couple of years ago.
Yeah, 2-3 years ago, I think we were told. But
again, this is kind of common, shared baseball programs. Starmont West Central share.
Yep.
So that's usually they go by Starmont West Central. At least their hats, they've got SWC on there. They throw to first base. Getting back in there is Shellhorn. He had to slide on that one. 1-1 is the count to Cranbeer. 1-1 offering, takes it outside. And we go to 2-1?
I believe so.
Yep.
Yes, 2-1's what I've got.
Scoreboard.
They're missing a strike on the scoreboard.
The scoreboard has maybe been right 50% of the time tonight.
There, it's right. They caught up now.
2 balls and a strike. Maybe they hurt us up there. 2-1 offering to Cranbeer. Swings through an outside pitch. Little something off from Boniface. Evened up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, good change of speed there by Boniface.
3 runs in the inning for the Bulldogs. Shellhorn is over at first base. They were helped out by a couple of walks. The 2 guys that have walked have scored. 2-2 pitch, slow bouncing ball, fielded to the shortstop, and that is going to be Leach. Steps on the bag. They actually flipped it to the second baseman, Templeton. Templeton throws it to first base, and they turn another double play. 6-4-3 to win the inning for MFL MarMac. But for the Bulldogs, 3 runs in the inning. They do it on 2 hits. They leave nobody. We've played 2.5. Bulldogs strike first. They lead 3-0.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what they do at Clayton Drug, now offering free delivery of prescriptions to the Monona area. To find out more, call 563-245-2530. Clayton Drug can help you transfer your prescriptions quickly and easily to their pharmacy. Clayton Drug is committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve all in between.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Waukon. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Waukon.
Now in the bottom of the third inning here for Marquette. They trail 3-0. It'll be Cal Boniface to lead things off, followed by Brody Sullivan, then the top of the lineup with Jacob Leach. Bulldogs putting runs across in the top of the third inning. First pitch fouled out of play down the right field line. The count is 0-1. So once again, Boniface is batting there in the number 8 spot with Sullivan at the number 9 spot. Boniface 19 of 72, but again has 24 RBIs. He's been good with those hits. 0-1 pitch, swings through a fastball out there. The count is 0-2. So the Bulldogs, we mentioned, an early lead would be huge in this game.
Yeah, we said whoever gets the lead first is going to have an advantage, put the pressure on the other team, and that's been the Bulldogs.
0-2 is the count. Left-hander Parker Keel in his third inning of work delivers the 0-2 pitch inside, bouncing ball towards the second baseman, and Humble towards second base, tries to reach for it, cannot get to it. It'll scoot into center field, a leadoff base hit for Sullivan, Boniface. It is the second hit of the ball game for the Marquette defenders.
Yeah, good piece of hitting by Boniface, just driving it up the middle.
So that brings up Brody Sullivan, the third baseman. Sullivan is 5 of 12, not a ton of at-bats this year, and he is the third baseman in this ball game. The Bulldogs started the top of the third inning with their bottom of the lineup getting on, and Marquette looking to do the same.
Yep, they're trying to return the favor here.
So a runner at first base, and Boniface, by the way, replaced by a courtesy runner. We'll let you know who that is.
Yeah, I'm not seeing. It's either Tate Keeter or Peyton Meyer. I'm not sure on the number.
They throw it to first base, but back in standing up there.
Looks like Tate Keeter.
So Tate Keeter is the courtesy runner for, again, Boniface. So, again, this is the first inning that Marquette has put the leadoff runner on here in the bottom of the third. They look to square to bunt. Stabbing at it again is Sullivan. Did not get to it, and it ends up being a strike number 1. Again, it's early in the ball game, so you understand why they're trying to play for a run.
Absolutely. I think Wickner maybe could have thrown that down to first. Keeter really leaning hard towards second there.
0-1 as Keel gets ahead. Top of the lineup, waiting on deck for Marquette. And the 0-1 offering, they squared a bunt again, but again, it's outside, and he went after it. And Sullivan, unable to get to it, reached outside and just kind of, again, stabbed it on the outside.
Yeah, so we'll see if that takes the bunt off now with 2 strikes.
0-2 is the count. And again, you're talking about not a ton of at-bats for Sullivan this year, and this is a little different facing Keel. 0-2 pitch, fastball outside and high, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
It looks like the bunt's off, but he didn't chase that one.
Especially with 2 strikes. Yep. A ball and 2 strikes the count. No sign of, as far as the runner, Keeter running from first base. Here's the 1-2 fastball, swinging right through it is Sullivan. Strikeout number 5, recorded there by Keel, and it's out number 1 here in the third inning.
Yeah, Keel doing a nice job helping his defense by getting those outs himself.
Yeah, he's dealing right now in this ball game. Jackson Leach, the shortstop, is up to bat. Leach flew out to right field to start this ball game for Marquette in the bottom of the first inning. But they're back to the top of the lineup, a runner at first base, and again, there's 1 out here in the third. And a curveball swinging right through it there is Leach, and that was, I would say, a slower version of his curveball.
Yeah, he mixes speeds up well and changes pitches. Parker Keel doing a really nice job on the mound.
And the early lead, throws with more confidence. 0-1 is the count. Throws to first base, and basically falling back into first base is Keeter. So if you're talking about Keeter maybe running in this ball game, he only has 1 stolen base this year.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going, but Parker Keel keeping him close just in case.
0-1 the count. The 0-1 offering. There's a breaking ball again that's fouled back. Count goes to 0-2. Keel works with some different changes. Almost like you see kind of a knuckler in there a little bit.
Yeah, wonder if they've got a scout on Jackson Leach here, because he's taking something off the pitches. He's not throwing quite as hard to him.
0-2 is now the count. And Keel with a stretch with the runner at first base, delivers the 0-2 pitch, a fastball in the dirt. Keeter caught leaning. They throw it down to first base, and they got him in a rundown. It is once again Millage throwing it to Humble, who runs the runner back. They throw it to Millage. They tag out the runner there. So the ball was a fastball in the dirt. Keeter misread it, started to head towards second base, and Wickner, the snap throw to first base, and they run him down for out number 2.
Yeah, and Keeter was leaning earlier, so that doesn't surprise me that they caught him there at all.
If you are scoring at home, and we trust that you are, it goes 2-3, 4-3 in the book. But it's out number 2 as Leach took that pitch for a ball at 1-2. And again, now nobody on the base pass. So the leadoff single, as of right now, wasted for Marquette.
Yep, kind of erased it there.
1-2 pitch, breaking ball, and getting a piece of it to stay alive is Leach. So a ball and 2 strikes The last pitch was a fastball throwing hard. Keel, that was one of those, and I'm just going to try to power it by you.
After throwing a couple slow breakers, then he tried to mix that fastball.
The mano-to-mano fastball. Yep. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, fastball, just misses inside, and it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. So evened up. Leach, the lineup setter for the Defenders this year. Experienced shortstop for them. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. The 2-2 offering, breaking ball, chasing the outside pitch is Leach. Swings right through it as he chased it into the left-hander hitter's box. It is strikeout number 6 recorded by Keel, and that does it for the Defenders in the bottom of the 3rd. No runs a hit, they leave nobody. We go to the top of the 4th. Bulldogs lead 3-0.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport, Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC.
Now in the top of the 4th inning, Jackson Millage, Cade Humble, Jaron Willie. That will be 5, 6, and 7 in the Bulldog lineup. First pitch was a ball. This one fouled out of play by Millage, and it goes to a ball and a strike. Millage, aggressive his first at-bat, took the first pitch, but lined out to second base. So he is 0 for 1, approaching the halfway point of this ball game. Bulldogs have 3 runs, 3 hits. They have not committed an error. And for Marquette, no runs, 2 hits. They have not committed an error. Here's a curveball, slow bouncing ball. Third baseman Sullivan ranges over to his left, gets it. Nice strong throw to the first baseman Severson. Good stretch there, and Millage retired easily, bouncing out to third for out number 1.
Yeah, and Sullivan got that nice Sunday hop, and then good strong throw gets the out there.
So that brings up now, once again, Cade Humble. Humble lined out to right field. His last at-bat, and a nice job by Cameron Gerlach tracking that down in the right center field alley.
Yeah, fighting the sun off on that one.
So with 1 out, Humble, the number 6 batter up in the lineup. And it is Cal Boniface in his 4th inning of work for the Defenders. There's a breaking ball outside. Count goes to 1-0. Winner of this ball game, well, it depends who wins the second game. If Waukon were happening to win, then the winner of this ball game would host. As Humble follows that one, pop up down the first base line, giving chase to Severson. Going to run out of room, not by much. Down the right field line, it goes to now a ball and a strike.
Yeah, gave that a good long look, just not quite enough space over there.
Beckman, a team that despite the fact they're below 500, they went through a spin late. They were ranked earlier this year, even with a record that was just above 500, but they're considered the number 1 seed here.
Yeah, they had lost a few late and maybe a slightly tougher schedule than these 2 teams, but yeah, they're hosting.
And a ball and a strike is the count. So 1-1 without 1 out. Bulldogs, the runner-up team in the Upper Iowa Conference, trailed Keyhigh by a game, lost a doubleheader with a chance to tie or win the conference title in their final conference ball game. As Humble swings through a pitch there, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Marquette won their side of the Tri-Rivers East side of the conference. A ball and 2 strikes, and the 1-2 offering now to Humble. And that ball popped up, and that'll go out of play. Down the first base line once again, as the fans down there are starting to get a workout in. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Sun shining bright here. Won't be a problem. Oh, except for the right fielder, it's a bit of a problem. But otherwise, we'll avoid shadows tonight in this ball game. Second game, of course, they'll finish under the lights, but pretty nice place to do a ball game.
Yeah.
And they always seem to host. And the 2-2 pitch, swinging through the outside pitch, there is Humble. It is strikeout number 4 by Boniface. Quickly, 2 outs here in once again the top of the fourth inning.
Yeah, good pitch by Boniface to get the strikeout there.
And that brings up now Jaron Willie, the DH. Willie, a strikeout victim. We'll keep an eye on the pitch count for Boniface as well. So far, Keel's been very effective, and here's the first pitch. Slow bouncing ball, shortstop charges it, Leach bobbles it, picks it up, throw it to first base, and they get Willie there. Good hustle down the line from Willie, and the bobble, the extra step there by Leach made it close, but they make the play at first, and that's how the top of the fourth comes to an end. No runs, no hits, nobody left halfway through this one. 3-0, Bulldogs in the lead.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Mom, yeah, put that on my to-do list. There is more and more on my to-do list every day. I can hardly keep up, and I have to make sure everyone is paid. But who has time for the bills?
You know who can help with that?
Who?
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping. They not only do taxes, but specialize in bookkeeping services as well. Has your to-do list gotten too long? Want help? Give Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping a call at 563-245-2154.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet of Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Chase Templeton, Cam Kossel, Jack Kirk, 2, 3, and 4 in the Marquette defenders lineup, set to lead things off. Templeton, a strikeout victim, his last at-bat. Try to get you another update, and at the end of the third inning, it is Sumner Fred still leading North Fayette Valley 1-0. Pitch outside to Templeton, the two-hitter to lead things off. So the Tiger Hawks, another good performance back-to-back nights.
Yeah, hanging around, maybe trying to steal one there.
1-0 is the count. The 1-0 offering, but slow breaking ball that's hit to the right side of the infield. Glove there, bobbled by Millage, covering the bag is Keel like you should. Little pitcher fielding practice there. And retired at first base is Templeton, recorded 3-1 in the book for out number 1.
Yeah, good job by the Bulldogs. Wasn't, super clean, but they got the job done. Millage stayed with it. Keel, good hustle to cover there.
And don't you love that? Pitcher being where he's supposed to be in that situation, not relying on somebody else there to make the play, be a part of it if you need to be, and that was certainly the case there.
Yeah, that's nice to see.
So Cam Kossel up to bat, swings at an outside breaking ball. The count is 0-1. Kossel bounced in front of the plate his last at-bat. It was fielded by Wickner, who threw him out at first base. That was recorded 2-3. So one quick out in the bottom of the fourth inning. And here is now the offering to, again, Kossel. Let's say high pop-up. This is down the right field line, but a long way to go. Again, Gordon shifting way over towards right center field to the alley, and they'll have no chance to get to that. He would have had to be playing on top of the line to have a chance to get it anyway. But Millage, good hustle, actually got closer to the ball down the right field line.
Yeah, just too far to go. It did stay in the field of play, but just too far to go for both those kids.
So the count is 0-2, as continuing to get ahead on the count is Keel. It will count. It lets you know how many batters has he went to 3 balls in this ballgame. Hasn't been many. I'll let you figure that out.
1 is all.
So the 0-2 pitch, and taking the pitch outside and just missing is Keel, and it goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So yeah, he's dealing tonight.
Yeah, he looks real confident out there.
A ball and 2 strikes is the count. And here is now the offering to the number 3 hitter in Kossel. 1-2 pitch, swinging through the breaking ball inside is Kossel. 7th strikeout recorded by Keel. And with 2 outs, that brings up Jack Kirk, the catcher.
And this is exactly why you don't pitch your top guys when they played a week ago. They didn't see Keel at all, and he's really dealing tonight.
Yeah, we saw a couple of matchups that were in the tournament that actually ended up with having first-round matchups as they closed the regular season. First pitch there to Kirk. Kirk struck out his last at-bat, takes the pitch away. The count is 1-0. While Conn and Clayton Ridge Central were supposed to play to close the regular season, MFL, MarMac, and Marquette among the teams that played their last game. A late swing, ball lined over the Marquette dugout at the first base side. It goes to a ball and a strike. Trying to think if we had somebody else. We had a softball matchup. MFL MarMac in Postville.
Yes, yep.
Yeah, that was that. And
that was a close game last night.
After MFL MarMac had won the 2 regular season games to close the year impressively. So 1-1 pitch, breaking ball, slow bouncing ball, shortstop Shellhorn charges it, gloves it on the edge of the infield, throws it sidearm to first base on the run to Millage. Kirk bounces out to short, and that does it again for the defenders here in the bottom of the fourth. No runs, no hits, leaving nobody. We go to the top of the fifth. MFL MarMac leads 3-0.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.
Top of the fifth inning, MFL MarMac leads 3-0. They'll send up 8-9-1. Tice Wickner, Carter Lightfoot, Parker Keel. This was the part of the lineup that started things in the bottom of the third inning as the first three Bulldogs reached to start the inning. The first four, as a matter of fact, reached, and they put together 3 runs. Wickner started it with a double and a run scored. Takes the first pitch outside. It's a strike. Count is 0-1. Boniface in his fifth inning of work. Fastball misses on the outside. Nope, he got it. And it's 0-2 now the count. We'll give you an update on pitch count-wise for both these pitchers through 4 innings.
So Boniface through 4 was at 64, and Keel through 4 is at 52.
So keep an eye, again, if you throw more than 90 pitches, you're off for the next 4 days, and I think both teams would like to avoid that. 0-2 pitch, it's a high fly ball. This is to right center field, more towards right field. Gerlach comes in for it, camps underneath it, makes the play. Actually, there was correction there. It was Gunner making the play.
Yeah, center fielder came in to get that one.
It looked to me like Gerlach was fighting the sun. That's always putting it. I thought he was going to catch it, but it turns out it was towards right center field.
Yeah, maybe that was an easier play for the center fielder, not looking quite as directly into the sun.
Gunner, the left-handed glove out there, did a good job hustling over there. There was well communicated, makes the play for out number 1. Carter Lightfoot up to bat, squared to bunt, misses it. The count is 0-1. Lightfoot walked as part of that 3-run third inning. So 1 out, top of the 5th inning. A ball game that is moving right along. Well played. And the 0-1 pitch overthrown on the fastball. Boniface outside, evened up at a ball and a strike.
Yeah, no errors, I don't think. Both teams playing well.
Now at the end of 4, another quick game going on at Grundy Center as a late swing on the outside pitch by Lightfoot makes it 1-2. Sumner Fred still leads North Fayette Valley 1-0.
And that's what Tiger Hawks want to do. They want to hang around and see if they can get a run or two at the end.
Keep it low at scoring. 1-2 pitch, bouncing ball right back to the mound. It's one hopper fielded by Boniface. He'll run towards first base, then flip it on over there to Severson. And it is Lightfoot bouncing back to the mound. 2 quick outs in the top of the 5th inning. Since the Bulldogs scored 3 runs, Boniface has retired 7 in a row.
Yeah, he's done a nice job settling down after that third inning.
Parker Keel is 1 for 1, singled to start this ball game, but was left stranded at second. He also walked and scored back in the 3rd inning. Keel actually struck out 3 times in last night's ball game, a rarity. Fastball outside there, the count is 1-0. But he did have a key double in that ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he'd bounce back. You know, sometimes kids just have off nights.
1-0 is the count. 1-0 pitch and a slow roller, but it hit him in the batter's box, I believe. And the left-handed bats will go about 1/4 of the way down the line. And coming back will be Keel, and he'll walk that one off. Wants to avoid any type of injury now, the way he's dealing on the mound.
Yeah, you don't want to see anything happen to him the way he's pitching.
A ball and a strike. The other thing is, both these teams, I don't think they're afraid of the pitch count just because they have so many arms.
Yeah, both teams are fine going into their bullpen.
1-1 pitch. Here's a deep fly ball. This is into right center field, and it's going to one-hop the fence and go over the fence. It's a stand-up double for Parker Keel, the fourth hit of the ball game for the Bulldogs, and a 2-out base runner in scoring position for MFL MarMac.
Yeah, and with his speed, I wonder if that's a little unlucky. If that hits the fence and dies there, he might have a triple on
Absolutely. He would have had a chance anyway, but it bounced the fence, and it's, again, a 2-out base runner. Jacob Shellhorn is up to bat. That ball hit far into right center field, but is this where we should mention the Derek Bergen home run, the longest home run we've ever seen here?
You know, that's my first time at this field, but I heard, Paul Youngbow would always tell me Derek Bergen gave up the longest home run he's ever seen here. I think it's still in the air if you ask Coach Youngblood.
Of course, that was with Central, and they lost a tough home run that was the difference in the ball game. They lost to Beckman. That's back in the early 2000s. So Jacob Shellhorn up to bat with 2 outs. Shellhorn has driven in 2 runs, swings through the outside pitch there. The count is 0-1. It's just one of those things when we're down here at Dyersville. And I've done a game with Bergen down here, as a matter of fact.
Well, and I've driven through town with him, and I always, poke fun at him and ask him about that. So
0-1 is the count. Yeah, an outstanding high school career.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
Yeah, not defined by that in basketball and baseball. 0-1 pitch, curveball on the outside, catches the corner, and it's 0-2. So Keel at second base in scoring position, but now 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. 3 runs is a big lead in this ball game, and now approaching the later innings, of course. So 0-2 offering to Shellhorn, breaking ball, got a piece of it, chased it outside. Again, we mentioned Shellhorn doesn't strike out a ton, fighting with the count 0-2 yet.
Yeah, he'll foul a bunch of balls off here, and he'll take them if they're not strikes. He's still dangerous with 2 strikes on him up there.
Base hit would certainly give you the opportunity to score Keel, who would have to be sent no matter what with his speed.
I would think, yeah.
It would take a heck of a play to get him. 0-2 pitch, and it goes behind Shellhorn. He'll go over to third base, so you don't have to worry about that now. So it ends up being a wild pitch as Shellhorn had to kind of step away. That ball sailed, certainly outside, way inside, I should say, behind him.
Yeah, that was a few steps behind him.
So that one got away from Boniface.
And now you got to make sure that doesn't happen again if you're Marquette, because Keel scores on any pass, ball, wild pitch here as well.
Both these teams aggressive on the base paths, and they've got the speed to do it. There's no doubt about that. 1-2 is now the count, but not a lot of opportunities really for either team in this ball game, though the Bulldogs have had more base runners. 1-2 offering, fastball outside, just missing away is Boniface. Marquette kind of pauses for a second. The fans thought maybe he had it there.
Yeah, they wanted it, but I think it was outside.
Even count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Keel over at third base. Shellhorn has worked his way to a 2-2 count. And the 2-2 offering, bouncing ball, right side of the infield, hit the curveball to Templeton, goes down on it, stays low, flips it to the first baseman, Severson. Shellhorn bounces out to second, and that does it for the Bulldogs in the top of the 5th. No runs a hit, they leave a runner at third. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 3-0, MFL MarMac leads Marquette.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooters Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooters Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooters Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooters Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooters Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People State Bank. People State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right, 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People State Bank, member FDIC.
Bottom of the 5th inning, later stages of this ball game. Bulldogs lead 3-0. Justin Severson, Louis Gonner, and Camden Weber to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Severson is 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. Parker Keel, 5th inning of work. There's a breaking ball for a strike. The count goes to 0-1. He has allowed just 2 base hits in the ball game. That is the only 2 base runners. Has not walked anybody and striking out 7. So he's taken nearly half the outs, taking care of them. Ball followed up against the backstop. The count is 0-2. So your defense, which is a good defense anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, the strength of this MFL MarMac team is the pitching and their defense.
Right, and when you strike out 7 guys through 4 innings, you're really helping your defense out.
The rare team, and Marquette kind of the same way, where the offense can be challenging. 0-2 pitch, curveball swinging right through the inside pitches. Severson. Strikeout number 8 for Keel. It's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th.
And he's still dealing out there. So now you'd think, you talk about maybe if it gets down to it, do you try and limit him to under 90 to save him, or do you just let him finish the way he's throwing?
I think the goal tonight for MFL MarMac, they looked at this, was Keel going 6 innings.
Yeah, and I know they're confident in Ben Cranberry to come in for a save opportunity.
But we'll see how things shake out. So Louis Goner fouls the first pitch up the first base line there in front of the Marquette dugout. Count is 0-1.
Yeah, we're still probably a couple innings away, but you got to start thinking about it now.
One of the players that, again, Marquette is missing is Cam Templeton. And he is a senior that's been dealing with a hamstring injury, and he's one of the key bats that they are missing. Here,
Yeah.
the curveball fouled back. The count is 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's a big, big bat and great outfielder as well. And I know he can pitch at times, but so that's a big loss for Marquette for sure.
And as far as hitting-wise this year, was 33 of 72, batting .458. And the toughest part about it is he's a senior.
Yeah, that's what's really tough.
0-2 pitch, breaking ball, swinging through the inside pitches, Gunner. So Keel keeping him off balance, strikeout number 9, and it's 2 outs here in the 5th.
Yeah, I've had players, Dallas Emil comes to mind for me, who injured himself his senior year, didn't get to play his senior year, and that you just always feel bad for kids when that happens.
So Camden Weber is up to bat. Weber, a strikeout victim, back in the 2nd inning. So 2 quick outs in the bottom of the 5th inning in a ball game that's a little over an hour old. First pitch there is a break fastball outside, and the count is 0-1.
He's thrown 7 pitches, and every one of them a strike this inning.
And Keel not messing around. Again, we mentioned you get a 3-0 lead, and he's got confidence the way he can throw. 0-1 pitch. They look to square to bunt, and not a bad idea, but Weber cannot get to it. They're going to say he went after it, and the count goes to 0-2. Anything you can do to try to get on the base paths.
Yeah, or just break his rhythm maybe, to give him a little bit different look up there. But, now they're able to get it back in time, so that's now 8 straight strikes.
Parker Keel with a 1.36 ERA is in control. 0-2 pitch, outside fastball, swinging right through it is Weber. Strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 5th inning, gives him 10 Ks. Marquette goes down in order. We go to the 6th, 3-0, Bulldogs in control.
The doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local baseball and softball teams and enjoy the weather and get your kids' summer checkups with Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hoffler. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. Call today to schedule 539-4651.
Northern Country Co-op and Viafield are now Nexus Cooperative, your full-service ag partner supplying all your agronomy, energy, feed, grain, and lumber needs. Our highly knowledgeable and experienced team utilizes the latest technology in feed manufacturing, agronomy services, precision ag, plant and animal nutrition, energy products, and grain marketing to keep our customers ahead of the rest. Stop in today at any of our 26 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota, or visit us online at nexus.coop.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Monona Veterinary Hospital, Elite DJ Service in Monona, the Luena Tap, home of the award-winning Philly, D&J Feed in Monona, Central State Bank, member FDIC, Pat's Electric, Maggie's Diner on top of the hill, McGregor, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, and Kanako Floor Covering in Monona.
Top of the 6th inning, 3-0 MFL MarMac in the lead. Braden Gordon leads things off, tried to check his swing at an outside pitch, missed it. And the count is 0-1, did not hold things back. Gordon is 0 for 2, a strikeout victim twice in this ballgame. Parker Keel with an immaculate inning in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen one of those before in a baseball game, so that was impressive.
Here's a bouncing ball over the mound, but the shortstop has a chance in Leach behind second base, makes the play. Nice strong throw over there to Severson. Well played by Leach, the shortstop. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts for Parker Keel last half inning.
It's been a while since I remember seeing an inning like that. I don't think I've ever seen a 3-pitch, 3-out inning before.
Yeah, that would be impressive as well.
So Ben Cranberry is up to bat, the third baseman with 1 out. Cranberry a rarity. He has hit into 2 double plays in this ball game.
And he's not going to here.
And here is a fastball that's lined into right field, and this ball is going to roll fair over the head of the right fielder, Gerlach. Extra bases for Cranbeer. He'll turn at second base. They're looking to maybe put the brakes on there. He will go into second base. It is a stand-up double, and again, it is rare that he has a quiet night, and the base hit here with 1 out, a double into scoring position.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. It was just too bad it couldn't come in the first or third inning, but great piece of hitting by Ben Cranbeer there.
So actually tonight, the fact that he's 1 for 3, that has lowered the batting average. He was 47 of 99 coming in, so now 48 of 102.
Yeah, so that's tough when you go 1 for 3 and your batting average goes down.
Jack Kirk, the catcher, went to the mound to have a conversation with Boniface there, and it was more of a pick-me-up type conversation.
Yeah, just, that. Don't worry about that. We got an out. We can get a couple more and get out of here type thing.
A pinch runner coming in for MFL MarMac at second base. So they're looking for insurance here in the top of the 6th inning. It is Blake Schutte. Blake Schutte will be and this is a pinch runner situation here.
Yep.
Schutte, who has had 1 at-bat this year, Cranbeer, will be re-entering.
Yeah, he'll come back in. Schutte just a little bit more speed, maybe out there at second base. Try and get another run if you're the Bulldogs.
Jackson Millage, the first baseman, is up to bat. Millage is 0 for 2, lined out to second. He was actually robbed of a base hit as Chase Templeton made the play, and Millage also bounced out to third. So Blake Schutte is the pinch runner, at second base with 1 out. And Millage awaits the first pitch from Boniface. And he delivers inside. Millage turns away. It's inside, did not hit him. Count goes to 1-0. Entering this inning, pitch count-wise for Boniface.
Yeah, Boniface was at 80 pitches coming into the inning.
So he could use a quick inning if you're going to try to stretch him out to 7. The count is 1-0 to Millage. And the 1-0 offering, Millage hit by the pitch that time. So
I don't think
him. It did miss him. And the ball goes to the backstop area, and moving over to third base will be Cranbeer. How did Millage avoid being hit there?
Yeah, that had to come close, but I think it went off the catcher's glove is the little tip sound we heard.
And Jackson Millage taking the pitch inside. The count is 2-0.
And we've seen that a few times from Boniface. So, again, now you can't afford to do that with a runner on third.
Yeah, that's his, I believe, second wild pitch of the ball game. 2-0 offering inside, and Millage has to duck out of that one. So Millage on his toes at the plate.
Yeah,
and the count goes to 3-0.
He's got something against Jackson Millage here, but he's come inside hard a couple times.
Well, we mentioned Millage just 0 for 2. And still a runner at third base. Millage waves the bat like he's going to bunt, takes the pitch. It's outside for a strike. The count is 3-1. So Boniface will try to work back. Boniface has walked 3 batters. 2 of them scored in the third inning. 3-1 pitch, fastball, bouncing ball, right side of the infield. It's going to play to run. Templeton fields it. The throw to the first baseman, Severson. The out is recorded there, but an insurance run for the Bulldogs as Schutte scores from third. They now lead 4-0. Great piece of hitting by Jackson Millage.
Just what I was going to say. That's a great piece of hitting by Jackson Millage. You might say, it was a ground out to second, but he knew anything to the right side with them playing back was going to score that run, and he had a nice inside-out swing, hit it right to the second baseman on purpose to score that run.
And now it will be Marquette, and they are going to make a pitching change. With 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, the defenders are going to the bullpen with MFL MarMac leading 4-0. Cal Boniface gets a nice round of applause as he heads to the dugout for Marquette. So we'll tell you more about this pitching change when we return. 4-0, MFL MarMac in the lead here in the 6th.
Brought to you by locally owned and operated NEAT, proudly providing high-quality internet, television, and telephone services at the speed of light to businesses and homes in Northeast Iowa. NEAT also provides computer and network services as well as business phone system sales and service. For more information, visit NEITEL.com or call 877-638-2122. NEAT, connecting you now.
Stronger, farther, faster. It all starts with good nutrition. Clayton County Farm Bureau is proud of our livestock farmers who provide high-quality protein needed to fuel our young athletes. The ultimate pre- and post-game fuel-up can be found in meat and dairy foods grown right here. Meat and dairy are natural sources of essential vitamins that support health, energy, and performance. We know our student athletes are the real deal, and Iowa's livestock farmers are committed to helping them reach their goals. To learn more, visit Real Farmers, Real Food, RealMeat.com.
It's pretty unusual for a bank to be 100% employee-owned, and Freedom Bank wouldn't have it any other way. Employee-owned means we're not just your bank, We're your friends and neighbors. We value being active community partners, and we believe in donating generously to local causes. We empower success, not just for our customers, but for our communities as well. Visit Freedom Bank in Elkader, Monona, Postville, Waukon, or online at freedombnk.com. Member FDIC.
So a pitching change made by Marquette with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Jackson Leach, he moves over to the pitching spot on the mound for Marquette, facing Cade Humble. Fastball outside, the count is 1-0. Humble in this ball game is 0 for 2. Leach, as far as stat-wise this year, this will be appearance, I believe here, number 10 on the season. 1-0 pitch, swinging through the outside pitch is again Humble. He is 3-0, has thrown 19 innings, 14 hits, 3 runs, walking 5, striking out 21. His ERA is 1.09. A ball and a strike. There's a breaking ball. That's a strike on the outside. The count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Again, these teams deep pitching-wise.
Yeah, they're both not afraid to go into their bullpens. Now, MFL MarMac, the way Parker Keel's pitching, they might not want to this game.
Ball and 2 strikes. Swinging through the pitch outside is Humble. So doing his job is Leach. One batter face records the strikeout, and that does it for the Bulldogs in the top of the 6th. But they pick up a run. They do it on a hit. They leave nobody. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is again 4-0 Bulldogs in front.
This is Chris Holbert, General Manager of Hall Robertson Incorporated in Postville. We would like to wish the area student athletes both a safe and successful sports season. We have been a community-based company since 1864, servicing and supporting the area ag industry with products necessary for daily success. We look forward to continuing to serve and support both the ag industry and high school athletes in our surrounding communities. Thank you and good luck from the families at Hall Robertson.
When I started out in the car business, my dad gave me some good advice. Hi, it's Forrest Brown with the Browns family of dealerships. What my dad told me is when you sell someone their first car, you need a good sales department. But if you expect to sell them their second, third, and fourth car, you better have a great service department. Visit any one of the Browns family of dealerships in Guttenberg, Elkader, West Branch, or Victory Ford in Dyersville and find out why Browns is your hometown dealer, no matter where your hometown may be.
Hey sports fans, take a time out and call Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency. Whether you need auto, home, farm, health, crop, or business insurance, Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency and Grinnell Mutual has you covered. You'll receive quality protection, expert advice, and local friendly service. Owners Brian Bugenhagen and Michael Beck, along with their staff, look forward to serving all your insurance needs. Call them today for a free competitive quote. Garms & Gifford Insurance Agency in Elkader, your trusted choice agency.
Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0. MFL MarMac in the lead. Set to lead things off is, again, Cal Boniface. Then it will be Brody Sullivan in the top of the lineup with Jackson Leach. The bottom of the lineup gave Marquette a chance back in the 3rd inning as Boniface has a single in his lone at-bats, but end up having a runner picked off of first base. This ball fouled down the right field line. Keel gets ahead, the count 0-2. Part of the reason that Boniface was replaced has to do with the pitch count.
Yeah, he was at 88, so they're hoping they can come back and win this game, and then he'd still be eligible to go on Saturday.
Yep, that's the case there. So 0-2 is now the count. And Keel offers to Boniface. It's a curveball outside. Count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
First ball we've seen in a while from Parker Keel.
So the Bulldogs, if you think about it in this ball game, they've scored 4 runs, but really kind of helped out with a couple of walks and also a pass ball. 1-2, curveball on the outside, caught looking is, again, Boniface. Strikeout number 11 for Keel. He has struck out 4 in a row, and it's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, he had to mix that one ball in there. Otherwise, that'd have been 12 straight strikes with 4 strikeouts.
And
I don't know what you call that.
But it's a heck of a groove is what it is.
Yeah.
So that brings up again Brody Sullivan. Sullivan, a strikeout victim. And actually, we will have a pinch hitter coming in for Marquette. It will be number 4, Peyton Meyer. Meyer is 11 of 56 on the season, so Meyer will come in as the pinch hitter in this situation. The number 9 spot in the lineup for Marquette. And trying to get something going. You figure they're going to get to the top of the lineup, so they're going to have an opportunity at some point here, hoping to anyway, as the Bulldogs will have to close this out against the top part of their lineup. A fastball outside, missed away, maybe a breaking ball. 1-0 is the count.
I just missed with that one.
So Parker Keel, the senior, again, the 7 seniors for MFL MarMac. 1-0 pitch, fastball on the outside. It's a strike. The count is 1-1, and What a rarity that is to have 7 seniors that stayed with it.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Really impressive by the Bulldogs and shows why they're having success.
And they've had a ton of success. 1-1 pitch with 1 out. And that ball fouled over the backstop out of play. The count is 1-2. 2 hits in this ball game for Marquette. Goner had 1 in the second, and it was Boniface, as we mentioned, back in the 3rd inning. But they've just had a tough time putting the ball in play tonight and putting the ball in play hard.
Yeah, Keel's just been really on his game.
1-2 pitch and a bouncing ball. Third baseman able to get over there is Cranbeer. Fields it on the edge of the infield. Nice throw across the diamond. Late stretch there by Millage. He's able to get to the bag, though. And it is Meyer bouncing out to third for out number 2 here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, I think the Bulldog infielders were surprised that they had to play. They had just been watching Parker Keel work for so long.
Well, we talk about teams when we're throwing walks, and don't get me wrong, we've seen enough games with too many walks in it this year. But, yeah, you start to get on your heels with their walks. Well,
you just expect Keel to take care of it, and then Cranberry had to make a play there.
Yeah, he's taking care of more than half the ounce for you.
Yeah.
That usually means you have a pretty good defensive game. So top of the lineup up to bat with Jackson Leach, who is now the pitcher, and he fouls that one slicing down the right field line on a play. 0-1 is the count. Leach is over 2, flew out to right field, and struck out back in the 3rd inning. The Marquette defenders have not had a base runner since the 3rd inning. So 0-1 in the count. If you hear us talking a lot about Keel and dominating this ball game, this is a top-notch effort.
Yeah, this is one of the better pitching performances we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely, for the last couple of years, by the way. 0-1 is the count. I think we had a delay as they were getting that ball in down the right field corner, getting somebody on that.
Yep.
And to let you know he's still a part of the ball game, it's actually Cameron Templeton who's going down there to get the ball. So here's a curveball. Nice breaker by Keel, but it's outside. Count goes to a ball and a strike. How about that? Still being a part of the action.
Yeah, and you can tell, he's disappointed. He wants to be involved, and he's doing everything he can to help his teammates here.
And the goal was maybe with a win tonight, he'd be able to maybe go Saturday night for them.
Yeah, in some capacity, they're hoping.
1-1 pitch. Ball fouled up the third base line, and it goes to a ball and 2 strikes. We mentioned that earlier, that he is a senior on a Marquette team that, again, a couple of seniors that they've had that have played this year. They actually have 2 seniors that have played, Templeton and also Troy Gibson as well. So it's a team that is 23-4 and a lot of youth, and they will have plenty of pitching back next year.
Yeah, they'll be back for sure next year.
And 1-2 is now the count. Still have 4 outs to work with here.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're not done this year either.
And the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 offering. It is a breaking ball fouled up the third base line. It remains a ball and 2 strikes. But they have yet to string together consecutive hits in this game.
Yeah, but, we saw last night, walk on up 6-0, and Ward Eagles made it a game in the 7th. So if you're the Bulldogs, you cannot relax at all.
Anytime you get into the bullpen, it's just a different look.
Yep.
And we'll see how the Bulldogs handle that. 1-2 pitch, curveball, low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Keel trying to get through the 6th inning, and then I think they'll study the pitch count a little bit and see where he's at.
Yeah, he may come back to finish it, or we talked about Ben Cranbeer possibly coming in for a save as well.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Reaching for the outside pitch is going to be Leach. Challenged by the fastball, swings right through it. Strikeout number 12 recorded by Keel. He's averaged 2 strikeouts an inning. We've played 6. Bulldogs lead by a score of 4-0.
At Top Gun Customs, we know that cars are complicated. We can handle all the complex new features of any vehicle, foreign or domestic. Not only will it look like new, it'll perform like new. At Top Gun, we don't care if it's a 30-point buck or just your neighbor's cat, big or small, we like them all. Top Gun also does fiberglass repairs, boats, motorcycles, guitars, detailing, paint corrections, headlight restoration. There's not much we don't do. Call Bob or Nancy at Top Gun for details and to schedule your repairs today. 563-964-9899.
We are happy to announce we are once again performing cataract surgery right here at home. This is Jessica Jones, surgery supervisor. We welcome Dr. Cancel from Gunderson, who performs this surgery monthly at our local surgery suite and holds consultations at Gunderson Eye Clinic, Waukon. Dr. Cancel is a wonderful addition to our surgery team, and we're so happy he's here. Call us today for more information.
Exceptional caring people, Veterans Memorial.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Volga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org.
Now to the top of the 7th inning, MFL MarMac leads 4-0. They'll send up Jaron Willie, Tice Wickner, and Carter Lightfoot 7, 8, and 9 to lead things off. Fastball from Leach. It's outside. Leach in his second inning of work, and the count is 0-1. An update from Grundy Center. North Fayette Valley now leads Sumner Fred 2-1 at the end of the 6th inning. 0-1 curveball, a nice breaker from Leach on the inside. Count goes to 0-2.
Yeah, very nice pitch there. And yeah, that's a surprise. Let's see if the Tiger Hawks can hold on there.
So Willie is 0 for 2, struck out in the second, and bounced out to short. And takes a curveball, slow bouncing ball to the third base line that will roll foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. A North Fayette Valley team that very young, again, got outstanding pitching. And you thought, well, they had Kane Rogers the other night, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, they threw their ace, you get that.
Yep.
But again, they have to continue to develop and hoping to hang on in the 7th inning.
And then if you do hang on, you have Kane Rogers for Saturday if they're able to win tonight. So, yeah.
So North Fayette Valley and the Grundy Center is the number 1 seed on that side of the district. They play the 7 o'clock game there. 0-2 pitch, high fastball, swinging right through it. There is Willie. Second strikeout for Leach. It's out number 1 here in the top of the 7th for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, 2 batters faced, 2 strikeouts for Leach.
In the bottom of the 7th inning, Marquette will send up 2, 3, and 4 in their lineup. That'll be Chase Templeton, Cam Cussell, and Jack Burke. So MFL MarMac, to end things, will have to go through the heart of the Marquette lineup.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Wickner, 1 for 2, doubled and scored. Curveball, bouncing ball, second baseman able to stay down on it is Templeton. Plenty of time. It's 1 pitch and out number 2 as Wickner bounces out to second for the second out. We were talking about pitch count wise, and where is now Keel through 6 innings of work?
He is at 75 pitches, so he could throw 15 and still pitch Saturday. So, yeah, you got to think. Do you just let him close it out? Do you limit him to 15? What do you do here?
And this will bring up again Carter Lightfoot. Lightfoot takes a fastball high. The count is 1-0. Lightfoot walked and scored in the third, bounced back to the mound. The last 4 innings, he has finished with less than 15 pitches in each inning.
Only 1 inning he's thrown more than 15.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch upstairs. The count is 2-0. So if we're thinking here, he at least starts the inning for you.
I think you start him for sure, and then if we'll see if he gets into trouble, then maybe you bring someone in, but I think you start him for sure in the 7th.
Leach, the 2-0 pitch, inside, taking it is Lightfoot, and the count goes to 2 balls and a strike. But to the Bulldogs, scored 3 runs in the 3rd, a run in the 6th inning, and they lead 4-0. 2-1 pitch, Lightfoot chases an outside pitch, curveball didn't get to it, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, curveball fooled him there a little bit.
Yep, Leach has done a nice job in his 1 full inning of work right now. The 2-2 pitch, fastball swinging through the inside pitch. There is Lightfoot. Strikeout number 3, recorded by Leach. And that does it for the Bulldogs in the top of the 7th inning. No runs, no hits. They leave nobody. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs try to close it out, leading 4-0.
The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union are proud sponsors of high school sports. We are committed to bringing our patients the highest level of total eye care with detailed one-on-one attention. Our offices offer the newest technology and equipment with a professional team of experienced staff that is committed to you. Call us today for your next total eye care appointment. The Woodland Eye Clinic in Elkader and West Union supports all of our local athletes taking the field or court this season.
Inspiring changes to a happier, healthier you is what we do at Clayton Drug. We are committed to helping you achieve the highest quality of life possible. We are a full-service pharmacy offering services such as med packing to your home or mail delivery and online prescription refill. We also offer a cash pricing program on name brand and generic prescriptions. Call 563-245-2530 to find out more. Clayton Drug, connecting the communities of Elkader, Strawberry Point, and Sumner to serve us all in between.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Bulldogs lead 4-0. Set to lead things off here is Chase Templeton, followed by Cam Castle and Jack Kirk, 2, 3, and 4 in the Marquette lineup. Templeton took the first pitch high. The count is 1-0. Templeton is 0 for 2, a strikeout victim in the first, and bounced out to first base on a 3-1 putout. 1-0 pitch, it's outside. The count is 2-0. So basically, at least by our math, he's got about, 14 pitches to work with?
Yeah, 15 total is what I had him for.
So the 2-0 pitch, fastball, that catches the corner. It's 2 balls and a strike. And again, he's only went to 3 balls on 1 batter in this game.
Correct. Yeah, and only thrown more than 15 pitches in 1 inning.
So absolutely outstanding effort. 2-1 offering, fastball, and that's a high pop-up. Second baseman Humble playing in. It's going to fall in front of the right fielder Gordon, and a bloop base hit. Templeton went with the pitch, got enough of it to push it into the outfield, and a leadoff single here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, just a little blooper over second base, and Gordon playing shallow, but still not able to get that.
And that'll be the 3rd base hit for Marquette in this ball game. So that brings up now Cam Castle. Castle is 0 for 2. If you are, again, the defenders, this is a great place to start. Heart of your lineup to get things going.
Yep, and we said the Bulldogs would have to get the meat of their order out here.
And the other thing is, starts to add up the pitch count. Keel, pickoff move to first base, but sliding in there is Templeton. Again, down by 4 runs. We saw the War Eagles of Clayton Ridge Central being aggressive on the base pass, even down in the 7th inning. Some teams, again, have that philosophy. We stay aggressive. But I think Marquette will be base to base. And the pitch is low. The count is 1-0. And the only reason why I say that is, you got a good left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're just, get a lead what you can, but I don't think they'll be trying to steal here.
Barring a couple of quick outs, the Bulldogs are going to have to go to their bullpen. So the 1-0 offering, it is outside, catches the corner. The count is 1-1. As far as number of pitches in this inning so far.
He has thrown 6, so that would be, 9 pitches left if he wants to stay at that 90 or less.
And
mark.
again, there's nobody out right now, so unless he throws that immaculate inning like he did in the 5th again, which wouldn't be immaculate at this point. He throws to first base there, but back in sliding is Templeton. But he went 9 pitches in a couple of different innings in this game.
Yeah.
1-1 is the count. 1-1 offering, slow bouncing ball that is foul as it goes there to the left side as the catcher Wickner able to go get it. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. So a runner at first base. Situation where, again, there is nobody out for Marquette in the bottom of the 7th inning. We saw a heck of a bottom of the 7th inning last night. And Marquette hoping for the same type of rally tonight.
Yeah, it's never easy to close these out.
Time taken as they get the ball back. Shellhorn helped out. Had a quick couple of words with Keel. And with nobody out, Keel back to the stretch. 1-2 the count to Castle. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball swinging right through it is Castle. That is the 13th strikeout for Keel. It's out number 2 here, or actually number 1 in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, impressive. Keel's just really, really dealing. But this is an interesting situation for the Bulldogs. Again, he's right at getting close to that 90 pitch mark. So do you pull him or do you let him finish?
Everybody in the lineup for Marquette has struck out at least once, so it's been up and down the lineup. Jack Kirk, certainly one of their top hitters up to bat. They throw to first base, but back in there is again the runner at first base in Templeton. Jack Kirk struck out in the 2nd, bounced out to short. He is again, has had a great season, batting over 300, 30 RBIs. Bouncing ball right side of the infield. That's between 2nd and 1st. It goes into the outfield, so that's a base hit. Templeton goes to 2nd. Runners on 2nd and 1st for Marquette with 1 out. And Justin Severson is now up to bat. So the defenders here, again, making Keel work in the 7th.
Yeah, they're finally getting to him just a little bit here in the 7th inning. Bulldogs look like they're staying with him, though.
The previous hit by Templeton was kind of blooped into right field, but that one put between short, or actually 2nd and 1st. Neither one of them had a play as that ball just rolled to the soft edge of the grass in the right field. So again, up to bat now is Severson, takes the first pitch there, and that pitch is a ball. And the count is 1-0.
Yep, just missed with that one.
So runners on 2nd and 1st, 1 out. The defenders down to their final 2 outs. 1-0 pitch, misses away. The count is 2-0. Again, the Bulldogs' goal was for Keel to get him through 6 innings, but they felt if they went to the 7th inning, they would go with Ben Cranbier in that situation. Let's see how they handle this. 2-0 is the count. 2-0 pitch. It is a fastball, and it catches the lower part of the strike zone for a strike. The count is 2-1.
Yeah.
Severson has struck out twice, by the way.
Yeah, it's just he's pitching so well. You just hate to take him out. So it's just a really tough decision by manager Gordon here.
Yet to put the tying run on the base paths. 2-1 pitch. It's outside on a called strike. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Might hear a little agony there from part of the crowd.
Yeah, Marquette fans didn't like it, but I tell you what, the umpire's been consistent with that spot the whole game.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. 4-0 Bulldog lead, 2-2 pitch. It's a fly ball. This is to right field. Gordon able to get underneath it in right center field, catches it. They'll tag the runner from second. That'll be Templeton. He'll go to third. It is a fly out to right field for out number 2. And runners on the corners now for Marquette.
Yeah, good job by Gordon getting over there, securing that catch. Now 2 outs. Outs are more important than base runners right now.
And as we expected, they're going to make a pitching change here. With only 1 out to get, again, you're 1 out away. You've got confidence in Ben Cranbeer. The goal was for Keel to get him through 6 innings. He did that and more in this game.
Yep, and finished at 89 pitches there. So, yep, he got through 6 2/3. So they're going to try and get 1 more out with looks like, I don't know, is it Shellhorn or Cranbeer? I don't know who it's going to be.
Nice to have options for both these teams.
Yep.
It's going to be Cranbeer.
Like Cranbeer, yep.
So for Keel, 6 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 of them coming here in the 7th inning, allowing no runs. He walked nobody and struck out 13 in 6 2/3 innings. Ben Cranbeer in to get the final out for the Bulldogs. That's what they're hoping for. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about this pitching change when we continue.
Hi, this is Cody from Torkelson Motors in Elgin and Walk-On. At Torkelson Motors, we believe that student involvement in activities is a great way to help grow our communities, and we are proud to help sponsor this game for your enjoyment. We've been serving Northeast Iowa since 1926 and appreciate the business that our customers have given us and the support they provide to our area schools and communities. So the next time you are in need of a new or used vehicle or a repair, stop into Torkelson Motors. We've been selling cars the old-fashioned way with a friendly smile and a handshake right here next door in Elgin and Walk-On.
Being good at life means getting your finances together so you can focus on the moments that matter most. With over 175 years of expertise, New York Life Insurance Company provides you with benefits you can enjoy while you're, living. So give your local agents, Andrew Reimer or Troy Springer in both Guttenberg and Monona, a call. You can reach Andy or Troy at 563-252-2471. That's 563-252-2471. They can help you and your family be good at life. Ben Cranbeer is on the mound with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bulldogs lead 4-0. Marquette has runners on the corners. Templeton at third. Kirk is at first base, and Louis Goner is up to bat. Goner is 1 for 2. He singled back in the 2nd inning, a strikeout victim back in the 9th. As far as pitching-wise this year for Cranbeer, again, this will be his 7th appearance. All of them are coming in relief. He has thrown all of 8 innings all year, 3 hits, 1 run, walking 3, and striking out 8. His ERA is .81. Remember, he got a late start to the season anyway because of golf.
Yeah, a little bit. And then I think he had a little nagging injury to the beginning of the year, and he's kind of found his role as kind of their closer, a guy that just comes in and gets those last couple outs when they need him.
And in this time, he's only got to get 1 out. Runners on the corners. And Parker Keel staying below 90 pitches. So if the Bulldogs hang on, they'll have likely everybody available on, once again, Saturday night. But right now, Cranbeer's got to get the 3rd out. An effort right now by the defenders continuing to fight in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Yep. And if you're the Bulldogs, you don't worry about that runner at third. You get the out here.
Yeah, and the runner at first base, he can go to second base. He is being held on, which kind of surprises me a bit. And the offering now to Goner. It's outside. The count is 1-0. So Marquette, 4 hits in the ball game, 2 of them coming in the bottom of the 7th inning. But they're down to their final out, trailing by a score of 4-0. Cranbeer from the stretch, of course. The 1-0 offering overthrows that one outside. The count is 2-0. If you're talking about the Bulldogs running into further trouble if this continues, they do have Jacob Shellhorn available, who only threw 2 innings last night and stayed below 25.
Yeah, absolutely. You could bring him in as well.
2-0 pitch. It is high, and the count goes to 3-0. So this is a situation where Goner's got to be taken all the way. And Marquette, the tying runs on the on-deck circle right now.
Yeah, so you don't want to put this guy on if you're the Bulldogs here.
3-0 is the count. So taking all the way will be Goner. The 3-0 pitch. It is outside. It is ball number 4. The bases are now loaded. So runner at third is Templeton. Kirk is at second base. And it is Goner at first base. And Camden Weber is up to bat. Weber is the DH. He is 0 for 2 in this ball game. We mentioned Weber, not a ton of at-bats coming in. I think he only had 5 at-bats coming into this ball game.
Yeah, this is the guy you need to get out if you're Ben Cranberry.
And they're going to pinch hit. Okay. And I get that in that situation. You want maybe a more experienced bat up there.
Yep.
So Cranberry with a 4-pitch walk, and Weber will be replaced by a pinch hitter here for Marquette. We'll let you know who that is in just a second. But Marquette brings the tying run to the plate here in the bottom of the 7th inning. I believe it's number 27. That will be Troy Gibson. Gibson is a senior, again, one of only 2 seniors on this team for Marquette. Cameron Templeton, the other one, who again's been out with injury. But Gibson, 8 of 27 on the season. So they'll turn it over to the senior here to try to keep the season alive for Marquette.
Yeah, get your senior up there. This is where you want to be if you're a senior as well, with a chance to extend your season here.
And Marquette hoping for a rally in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cranberry will now work from the windup with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Left-handed bat, by the way, is Gibson. And Cranberry's first pitch to Gibson. It's a fastball inside. The count goes to 1-0. He has missed to the inside part to the left-handed hitters, to the outside part to the right-handed hitters, basically with all 5 pitches.
Yeah, 5 straight balls. You need to find a strike here. If you're
1-0 the count, 1-0 offering. That is a fastball first strike thrown by Cranberry on the outside. The count is 1-1.
Yeah, that's a big pitch just for his confidence level.
And again, you think Cranberry's a senior. He's been throwing in these big ball games. Remember a couple of years ago in the tournament run? 1 ball, 1 strike, and here's a high fly ball. This is to right field, giving chase his Keel, and on the run makes a spectacular play. He drops the ball and rolls into the fence. He dropped the ball. The bases were clear for Marquette. They actually hold the runner at third. Keel had the ball pop out as he crashes into the fence in right center field. It's a double for Gibson. 2-run score, and the game now 4-2. Marquette has the tying run in scoring position.
That was just an amazing play by Parker Keel. He covered so much ground. The ball hit into his glove, but just ran into the fence at the same time and not able to hold on.
So how about this for Marquette in the bottom of the 7th inning? Last night we saw Clayton Ridge Central, same situation, work their way back into a chance to tie the ball game. It is Marquette tonight in the bottom of the 7th inning. Keel is okay, but Coach Gordon will go all the way out there to make sure he's okay. That would have been a spectacular play to end this ball game.
That would have been fitting the way he pitched this game. Boy, did he cover a lot of ground there. It's too bad he couldn't have held on to that.
And again, now that brings up Boniface. You have Cal Boniface up to bat. Boniface in this ball game is 1 for 2. He singled against Keel in this ball game and a strikeout victim back in the 6th. So Coach Gordon went out there to right field, and again, Keel was slow to get up, but able to bounce back up. Yeah, he was shaded towards left center field and almost caught that ball in right center field deep.
Yeah, that was just an amazing almost play there by Parker Keel.
We talk about his speed on the base paths, and he showed it there, almost making a great play as he stretches out in center field. But Marquette very much alive. First offering from Cranberry. It is a high fly ball to center field. Getting underneath it is, again, Keel, or he'll call for it, makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning, and the Bulldogs get out of it. MFL MarMac going into the district semifinal. They hang on to defeat Marquette by a final score of 4-2. Marquette scores 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. They put runners on 2nd and 3rd, but Cranberry retires the 3rd out of this ball game. Parker Keel sharp for 6 2/3 innings. Only fitting he makes the catch there to end this ball game.
Absolutely fitting that he gets that final out. It's too bad it didn't happen on that other play because it was so spectacular, but good job by him making that play.
Denied on that one, but this one, again, able to get underneath it, and it's funny, he raised the arms up. I got it.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep. He was catching that one.
So for Marquette in the bottom of the 7th inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, but they strand 2. MFL MarMac wins by a final score of 4-2. The Bulldogs now 24-6 on the season. Marquette closes the season 23-5. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll be back with game stats, coaching interviews. Your post-game show is on the way. You're listening to high school baseball from KCTN Sports.
Strawberry Building Supply offers all your building materials for residential and commercial projects. Whether you're building from the ground up, remodeling your home, or a weekend project, we have the materials you'll need. We are an authorized Milwaukee dealer for all your Milwaukee tools. Strawberry Building Supply also has everything you'll need for your pets and livestock. Stop into Strawberry Building Supply today at 413 West Mission Street, Strawberry Point, or call 563-933-4579.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Monona Veterinary Hospital, Elite DJ Service in Monona, the Luena Tap, home of the award-winning Philly, D&J Feed in Monona, Central State Bank, member FDIC, Pat's Electric, Maggie's Diner on top of the hill, McGregor, Community Insurance of Iowa Hometown Agency, Monona, Auto Home Business, Crop Farm and Life, Smitty's Oil and Tire in Monona, Garden View Place in Monona, Ashbacker Building Supplies in Rossville, and Kanako Floor Covering in Monona.
Welcome back to Dyersville. Thrilling ball games, it turns out. Fast played, well played ball game. It is MFL MarMac advancing to Saturday's district semifinal. They'll await the winner of game number 2 with Waukon and Beckman. And again, as we figure, if Beckman wins the ball game, likely back here Saturday night at Dyersville. Waukon wins, maybe headed to Monona on Saturday nights.
Yeah, that'd be all right with me. Go walk on.
Parker Keel, because the 2-run score in the bottom of the 7th inning, he actually left the ball game responsible for those base runners. He went 6 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, walked nobody, and struck out 13. He gets the win. Ben Cranberry actually gets the save in 1/3 of an inning, gave up a hit, no runs, walked no one, and struck out nobody. Parker Keel just about finished off a gem, and he turns out making the final play of this ball game.
Yeah, he pitched 6 just amazing innings. Those were some of the best innings we've seen in a long time, those first 6. I think maybe got a little tired in that 7th, but wow, was he good for the first 6.
And if you're the Bulldogs, everybody available for you now on Saturday night. For MFL MarMac, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Marquette, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Cal Boniface takes the loss for Marquette. 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, walked 2. Both those guys scored, by the way, and struck out 4. Jackson Leach came in through the final inning in the 3rd. No hits, no runs, walking nobody, and striking out 3. Let's go to the totals for MFL MarMac. Keel doing the job on the mound, in the field, at the plate tonight. 2 for 2, a double, and a run scored. Jacob Shellhorn 1 for 3 in the game, actually 1 for 2. He drove in 2 runs as part of that 3-run 3rd inning. Braden Gordon was 0 for 3. Ben Cranberry 1 for 3 with a double. Blake Sheedy scored as a pinch runner for him. Jackson Millage 0 for 3 in this ball game. Drove in an RBI and a ground out, which was a huge run.
Yeah, a huge run there to get that little insurance run in this 6th inning.
Cade Humble was 0 for 3. Jaron Willie 0 for 3. Tice Wickner started the rally in the 3rd inning. He was 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Carter Lightfoot was 0 for 2 in this ball game and scored a run. Again, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for MFL MarMac. For Marquette, let's go to their totals. Jackson Leach in this ball game 0 for 3. Chase Templeton was 1 for 3. Templeton started the rally in the bottom of the 7th inning. He scored a run. Also, Cam Kossel in this game was 0 for 3. Jack Kirk was 1 for 3, also scored a run. Justin Severson 0 for 3. Louis Goner was 1 for 2 in this ball game with a single. It was Camden Weber 0 for 2, but Torrey Gibson came in as the pinch hitter. He drove in the 2 Marquette runs with a double and 2 RBIs and was the tying run at second base in the bottom of the 7th. Also in this game, Cal Boniface was 1 for 2, and Brody Sullivan was 0 for 1 in this ball game. Peyton Meyer came in as a pinch hitter. Peyton used to work at the radio station. Peyton Meyer is 0 for 1 in this ball game. Again, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Marquette. MFL MarMac scored 3 in the 3rd. Added a run in the 6th inning. Keel was cruising to the bottom of the 7th inning. Gave up a couple of base hits with 1 out. And got the 2nd out of the inning. They went to the bullpen, and you understand why they went to the bullpen.
Yeah, for sure. 2 reasons, I think. Number 1, keep him under 90 pitches, so he'll be eligible to pitch Saturday if they need him. But I think he was getting maybe just a little bit tired in that inning, too. He gave up 2 base hits. As you mentioned, those 2 runners ended up scoring as well. So I think, a perfect situation to get him out of the game, and Ben Cranberry comes in and gets that final out for him.
And again, our final score ends up being 4-2. MFL MarMac in the lead. Great effort of the final score, I should say. Great effort by Marquette. Never led in this ball game, but they fought to the final out.
Yeah, they've got a really nice team there. Especially, you think they're missing probably their best player, best hitter, one of their better pitchers as well. They'll be back next year, no doubt, and unfortunately, that young man won't, being a senior, but they've got a really nice team, and they played well tonight.
So
as
MFL
well.
MarMac will get to hang around and watch game number 2 with Beckman and Waukon. They play at 7 o'clock. We're just here for game number 1, and we'll be here Saturday night, or we'll have the broadcast Saturday night here on KCTN. We'll take a break. We'll talk with our coaches when our post-game show gets underway. Again, our final score, Bulldogs win 4-2.
Alpine Communications believes connected communities become thriving communities. We are the local telephone company that became a 21st century communications provider. Alpine provides internet, television, cellular security, and telephone too. We promise personal, timely, reliable service from people who live here. When you choose us, we all thrive. Connect with Alpine Communications today. Click alpinecom.net or call 563-245-4000.
Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping are proud supporters of all of our local high school sports teams. We want to wish everyone the best of luck on their season. We are here for all your tax, payroll, and bookkeeping needs. Give us a call at 563-245-2154. Again, that number is 563-245-2154. Thank you from Kurt and Ann at Elkader Tax and Bookkeeping, located in downtown Elkader.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Vorwald Enterprises, Inc. in Monona, M's Machine and Manufacturing in Monona, Sincerely Yours Interiors by K in Monona, Elkader Chiropractic Center, Dr. Jamie Hammersland, Adverse Weather Insurance, Jim Furman of Vaga, your independent crop insurance agent, Innovative Ag Services in Elkader, Monona, and Waukon, Norby's Farm Fleet in Northeast Iowa, and Guttenberg Municipal Hospital and Clinic. Check out career opportunities at guttenberghospital.org.
Welcome back to Dyersville. MFL MarMac wins 4-2 the final score. We're joined by Bulldog baseball coach Paul Gordon. Coach, first off here, senior Parker Keel. Let's start on the mound, giving you everything and more than you expected tonight.
You explained it perfectly. Everything more than I expected. You did a great job. Best game of the season. Big spot. You did a great job.
Now, obviously, you were concerned about the pitch count, but you had a lot of confidence going with Ben Cranberry. That was kind of the plan, right?
And that was Parker, too. That's Parker's best friend. We had the little meeting on the mound. He said, I'm ready to pass it to my best friend to finish this thing.
So absolutely, and Ben Cranberry, again, give up that double. But let's talk about the effort. And Keel almost making a great play there.
Oh, man, yeah. He had it in his glove for a second, hit the fence. And a big shout-out to Braden Gordon for being over there to get the ball and get it in and saving a run there, too.
Yeah, they held the runner at third base, which was huge. Also stopped the runner from getting over to third base there. The tying run would have been 90 feet away. So, again, we talk about execution of the ball game, and I think you're really pleased how your team executed. And I think Jackson Millage, a good example, had a great at-bat to drive in the fourth run.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was huge. Huge run there. Huge add-on run there. And, yeah, he's been one of our best hitters, too, down there in the 5 spot. Like top to bottom, guys contribute. Different guys are contributing every night.
And you talk about tonight the bottom of the lineup. Started the 3-run bottom of the third inning with Wickner with a double, then Lightfoot with a walk. They both ended up scoring.
Yeah, again, like I said, we get it from every spot in the lineup, and that's an 8th grader back there behind the plate. Caught a fantastic game and another big hit in the postseason.
All right, Jacob Shellhorn had the big hit in that inning, got it into the outfield, drove in 2 runs for you from the 2 spot.
Jacob, yeah, heart and soul. Kid breathes baseball. Just breathes baseball. He's a great player. This senior group has amazed me since they've been in 3rd grade.
All right, this is a team 2 years ago made a run. Obviously, able to bounce back from what happened last year. The focus has been on this season. Experience is huge for you guys.
Oh, yeah. A lot of these guys have started almost all their games since they've been 8th graders, and it's a good senior group, and they're going to fight for another game, one at a time.
All right, speaking of that, now your Saturday nights, you play Beckman or Waukon. I know you faced Waukon this year, and what do you know about those two teams?
We're going to learn a little bit more here in a second.
Yeah, I got a chance to scout, which is great.
Stay
here a little late tonight.
Yep.
Pitching-wise, though, now who you look to throw on Saturday night? Everybody's available.
Everyone's available again. I mean, I think we got to stay with Keel. He did a great job there. I didn't know if I was going to have to make that decision there in the 7th or not. He was getting close, and then he got to 89, and so it's nice having everybody available.
What's impressive is the 4 previous innings before that, he was less than 15 pitches in any of those innings. Actually threw an immaculate inning tonight. 9 pitches and 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, nothing can't amaze me with that kid, what that kid does. He does it all and comes up big in big games.
All right, Coach, we'll let you get to watch Game 2 there. We'll talk to you before Saturday night's ball game. Great win for you guys.
Thanks, Dan.
MFL MarMac wins by a final score of 4-2. We'll take a break. Hope to talk with Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeton when our postgame show continues after this.
Hey, Justin Birdnow here from Birdnow Chevrolet in Monona. I want to take a moment to wish all the local athletes good luck during their game. You have worked incredibly hard and it shows during each game. Myself and the entire Birdnow Chevrolet Monona team is wishing you all that you do your best and good luck.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Julie Depke, agent at 205 South Main Street in Elkader, or call 563-245-2366 today.
Epic Wear. Get personalized clothing for your school, your team, family, friends, business, or any event. Epic Wear has a huge range of customizable apparel, trophies, and awards. They offer free design help or design your own apparel at getepicwear.com, and you can even set up a free website for your fundraiser. Epic Wear, walk on. Call 563-568-2301 to place your order today.
When making up a to-do list, don't forget to include servicing your car at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Your car should have the best care, and Edie's will make sure of it. Stop in or call 964-2186 to make an appointment. Tires worn out? Well, Edie's can replace them. Need a tow? Call Edie's at 964-2186. Kay, Lynn, and Todd invite you to stop by and fill your car's tank with fuel at Edie's AC Delco Service Center in Garnavillo. Edie's open 7 a.m. Mondays through Saturdays.
Scooter's Coffee in Manchester offers a variety of coffees, smoothies, blenders, and breakfast food products served all day long. Scooter's Coffee offers fast and friendly service, too. In a hurry? Use the Scooter's Coffee app to order, pay, and earn rewards. Simply stop at the drive-thru window and pick up your order. Scooter's Coffee is open Monday through Saturday, 5:30 a.m. till 8 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at Scooter's Coffee in Manchester.
Attention business owners. Are you tired of monthly fees eating into your profits? Look no further than People's State Bank. People's State Bank's business checking account has no monthly service charge. Yes, you heard that right. 0 monthly service charges. But that's not all. Enjoy free ATM and debit cards, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay services. With People's State Bank, managing your business finances has never been easier or more affordable. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on unnecessary fees. Switch to People's State Bank today and take care of your business finances. People's State Bank, member FDIC.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Nick's Excavating and Kane Construction in Farmersburg, T&K Cahoon, your Napa dealer in Monona, St. Olaf Ag Sales and Service, Growl Logs and Lumber in Elkader, Timber is a Crop, Harvest Wisely, Dean Family Chiropractic in Claremont, Meyer Collision and Service Center in Guttenberg and Elkader, LTI & Sons Water Conditioning, your Connecticut dealer in Postville, and by Farmers Savings Bank of Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, Elgin, and Wadena, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Dyersville. It is MFL MarMac winning by a final score of 4-2 over Marquette. North Fayette Valley has beat Sumner Fred tonight at Grundy Center. 2-1 the final score. How about the Tiger Hawks back-to-back nights?
That's pretty impressive. Great job by Coach Hovden and his team there. We saw them early in the year. They were not impressive when we saw them, but Coach Hovden knew something. He had a great positive attitude, said these kids will listen, these kids will learn, these kids will get better, and they have. That's just a tremendous win for that program.
Yeah, so they play on Saturday nights, and so much for the Upper Iowa Conference getting love from the Seating Commission, huh?
Yeah, the Upper Iowa Conference is looking pretty solid right now.
And you have, again, MFL MarMac playing on Saturday night. North Fayette Valley also playing on Saturday night as well. They will play at 7 o'clock. And again, Grundy Center is favored in that next game tonight. And that is an outstanding team that's had a lot of success in a lot of sports. MFL MarMac can tell you that from the football season.
Yeah, they have a good program down there and just about everything. And then Southwind Keyhi still alive in the 1A tournament as well, speaking to the Upper Iowa Conference.
Yep. So again, good luck to those teams that are playing the 7 o'clock matchups tonight. Marquette is still talking things over as a team, though it looks like they're trying to break away here. So we're still hoping to talk with Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeton, hoping to have a conversation with him. They had a lengthy conversation. You can understand why. I mean, this is a team that was down 4-0 going into the bottom of the 7th inning. And they were able to chase Kiel out of this ball game, give themselves a chance.
Yeah, they have had a tremendous year. They're a great team. You understand why that's taken a little while down there. He's a great coach. He's trying to keep his kids' heads up, keep them positive. Like we talked about, a lot of those kids are coming back next year, so they've got a good, successful program, and they'll definitely be back.
Yeah, this is a case where they only have 2 seniors. So, and again, a couple of good seniors that helped them out. One of their seniors, Gibson, had a big hit to keep their season alive.
Yeah, came in, pinch hit, almost hit that out of the park, and that would have tied the game if that would have got out of the park there.
Now, that was a deep fly ball that Parker Kiel almost tracked down. He actually had the ball. He actually had the ball in the glove.
Yeah, it was in the heel, but I'm still blown away by how far he traveled to even come close to that ball, and then hit the heel of his glove kind of as his body hit the fence and not able to hold on, unfortunately. But what a tremendous effort and what a game by Parker Kiel tonight.
All right, meanwhile, for MFL MarMac, let's talk about Saturday night. Coach Gordon maybe tipped things off there when he said you'd probably like to go to Kiel, right?
Yeah, I mean, the way he pitched tonight, maybe you do go back to him. You still have Jacob Shellhorn, Ben Cranberry. You got a lot of options.
Cranberry came in, made things interesting anyway. He is still credited with the save, and the only downfall tonight for Kiel is those 2 runs were credited to him, but a 13 strikeout performance in this ball game.
Yeah, those first...
And no walks.
Yeah, I think only one batter went to 3 balls under him. So, yeah, he was just... Those 6 innings were about as good as it gets out of a pitcher.
All right, still hoping to talk with Marquette's baseball coach, but again, they continue to have that conversation. We do know that we're going to have to get out of here pretty soon from our press box area. So what we'll do is we'll try to run down Coach Templeton here to talk things over, give him an opportunity to talk about his seniors. We'll have Coach Sass kind of try to track him down. So that'll allow us to set the stage for what's coming up here for us on KCTN. Tomorrow night we'll be in Colesburg. It's a Class 1A regional softball quarterfinal. It will be Edco taking on Springville. The On Deck Show begins at 6:30. First pitch is at 7 o'clock on KCTN FM 100. You can also listen online, kctn.com. Also catch it on the KCTN YouTube channel, audio of our ball game. On Thursday night, we'll be in Manchester. Class 3A regional softball. North Fayette Valley takes on West Delaware. Again, the On Deck Show at 6:30. Game time is at 7 o'clock. Friday night, hope to bring you Class 1A action in softball. We'll have to see how Wednesday's games play out, I should say. And if that game happens, that would be a 7 o'clock start on Friday night. If Edco wins, they would host at Colesburg on Friday night. Saturday night, back here, well, I shouldn't say back here in Dyersville. It's going to depend what happens in game number 2. But it will be MFL MarMac taking on the winner of Beckman and Waukon in what will be a district semifinal on Saturday night. That is a 7 o'clock start, and the On Deck Show starting at 6:30 for that ball game again on Saturday night. So we have games again coming up on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday for you as well on KCTN FM 100. We'll bounce back and forth between the baseball and the softball tournament. Again, our final score tonight, MFL MarMac victorious by a score of 4-2 as the Bulldogs improved to 23-6 on the season. Marquette closes the year with a record of 23-5. We're joined again here by Coach Sass. And
so Coach Templeton he asked for a minute. He said he would talk. Just asked for a minute. I'm sure this is hard for him. And then I believe that that's his son, right? That was
Absolutely.
The senior that was injured as well. So I'm sure this is really, really tough for him. So he just asked for a minute here, and he said he would come over.
All right, so we appreciate that. So we'll talk with Coach Templeton. Again, we won't have a long conversation with him. For MFL MarMac, they're going to hang around for a second game tonight.
Yeah, they definitely want to watch this one and see who they'll be matched up with. I would think they're fairly familiar with Waukon. Saw him play at their diamond last night, yeah. Maybe not quite as familiar with Beckman, so they're going to want to see this game.
And MFL MarMac played Waukon during the regular season, too.
Yep.
So MFL MarMac won that ball game. So game number 2, Beckman going through their outfield right now. Beckman is the home team for game number 2. And again, it will be Waukon as the visiting team in game number 2 tonight. So we wish good luck to both of those teams. Still hoping to talk with Coach Templeton, but as we continue to go through our post-game show here, we're kind of running out of time here.
Yeah, he did say he'd come over, but again, see him over there hugging his son right now, and that's got to be a tough thing.
Yeah, absolutely there, and you can understand that. Take all the time you need to talk after a tough loss, especially 4-2. And the kid we're talking about, we mentioned this during the broadcast, is Cam Templeton, who is a senior. This season batted 33 of 72. had 10 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. He batted .458 on the season. He was also 25 of 25 stolen base-wise this year. So, again, he'd been a key part of everything you do.
Yeah, and I asked someone, I said, I've heard this kid might be the best outfielder in the state. And a coach that kind of knows what he's talking about said if he's not far off of that. So, a tremendous player, and that's got to be tough.
And also, the captain of this team as well as a senior. We mentioned they have 2 seniors. He is one of them. And also, Troy Gibson is the other senior. For, again, Marquette, we mentioned that Gibson had that big hit in the bottom of the 7th inning to keep their senior season alive, but they come up short by a score of 4-2. All right, softball action tomorrow night. Let's talk about that. Edco in Springville.
Yeah, that's be our first chance to see Edco. We know they're made it to state last year, so we're excited to see them. We know kind of what they've got in the circle there with Rachel Eggleseder, but they do have a few new position players this year, so it'll be exciting to see them. A little bit different type of team, still a very good team, but a little bit different type of team than we've had.
All right, Coach Templeton makes his way over here. I'll have Coach Sass wave him down so we can get him over here. Coach Templeton will be coming over to talk to us now after having conversations with his team. And again, we won't take just too much of his time, but certainly want to give him the opportunity to talk about his seniors. So again, our final score, MFL MarMac wins by a final score of 4-2. And we continue our post game here where we are joined again by Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeton. Coach, first off here, appreciate you taking time to talk to us, but obviously a great effort by your kids. Never gave up in the bottom of the 7th. And we won't take much of your time here.
Yeah, no, we never gave up, and that's what I was proud about for this team is we put a pinch hitter in at the end of the game, and he darn near put it over the fence and gave us a good chance to get back in that game.
And the big thing is the 7th inning started there, chasing Keel out of the ball game with the pitch count. You're able to get a couple of hits to get things going.
Yeah, we kind of struggled all night hitting the ball. Tip my hat to Parker. He pitched one heck of a game. Their team played very well. I would assume that's one of the best games they played all year. He shut us down. And once we got a new pitcher in there, I think we gave us a little new life. Just ran a little short and outs.
Yeah, Cal Boniface, again, had to work through some trouble in this ball game, but carried you deep into the game.
Yeah, Cal started out a little bit slow, but he kind of found his groove there a little bit towards the middle half of that game. And we just wanted to get him down. He was getting close to 90 pitches, so we decided to take him out and give Jackson a shot, and he came in and filled in, did very well for us.
Jackson Leach, I think, struck out 3 in his inning and a third of work. Let's talk about your seniors. Troy Gibson had the big hit in the bottom of the 7th inning, and obviously let's talk about Cam as well.
Yeah, Troy, I'm very proud of him. He stuck out. He came out for baseball for the last 2 years. Didn't know if he's going to go out, and to have a moment on his last game as a senior and to have that happen, I think that's pretty special for him. Cameron, he had 5-year starter, varsity starter, all-stater. It was tough not having him out there tonight. He averages about 2.5 runs a game for us on offense, and that was the difference in this ball game. So it's a tough night for him because he didn't get to play with his teammates that he played so hard for and practiced all winter for. But I tip my hat off to Cameron. He's going to Kirkwood next year, and he's going to be one heck of a player out there at center field for Kirkwood. So I know he's looking forward to getting healthy for that.
And obviously some relation there, right?
Yeah, he's my son.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and again, you can speak proud as a father as well there. But obviously, I know you lose those 2 seniors, but everybody that started in this ball game will be back, and you expect to take another step forward next year.
Yes, 2 seniors, and we have about 100% of our pitching back next year.
Yeah.
And our pitching, the team ERA of 191 this year, and team batting average of 315, and returning pretty much everybody. I think we're going to be up for really good next year. That was one of the things we talked about post game was, hey guys, let's all commit to doing something a little bit better in the off season. Get some lessons in, doing some extra things, getting in the cage, working on your swing, being better. And if all of us do that as a team, next year we're going to be one heck of a team to try to knock out of the playoffs.
Absolutely. Good luck to you guys. Hope to catch up with you guys in the future. Great effort by our kids tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for doing the game.
You betcha. Marquette baseball coach Travis Templeton talking things over there about his Defenders team. They drop a final score of 4-2 in our district quarterfinal. Again, we're joined by Coach Sass. All right, we got a few seconds to talk about our softball game. We got to get moving on here.
Yeah. Just real excited to do you want to go softball tomorrow night? Or
Yeah, let's go ahead softball. Let's wrap up that conversation.
Yeah, so just really excited to see Edco. Again, kind of a different team than they had last year. Still very talented, but they did have to replace some girls. So excited to see them and what they bring to the table this year.
All right, let's get your thoughts quickly on our baseball game. Bulldogs moving on.
Yeah, just a tremendous game against two very good teams tonight. And just special outing by Parker Keel on the mound for those 6 innings. Would have been really fitting if he could have held on and made that catch, but he did get the last out, and great job by the Bulldogs.
Again, our final score, MFL MarMac 4, Marquette 2 in this district quarterfinal. So tomorrow night, the On Deck show starts at 6:30. Let's get out of here, Coach Sass. Great job tonight.
Sounds good.
For Coach Sass, I'm Dan Behrens. My thanks once again to Ty Keenan for running our studio show. For a complete recap of tonight's ball game, highlights, scores, and more, go to KCTN.com, click in the Sports tab. This has been a presentation of KCTN FM 100 Sports.
The doctors and staff of Family Dentistry Associates of Monona encourage everyone to get out and support your local baseball and softball teams and enjoy the weather and get your kids' summer checkups with Dr. Jessica Wilkie, Dr. Chase Bruner, and Dr. Daphne Hoffler. Family Dentistry Associates of Monona. Call today to schedule 539-4651.
Bulldog Tournament Baseball is brought to you in part by Thompson Construction and Monona Overhead Door, TJ's Pizza in Monona and Claremont, Myers Auto Service in Monona, Clayton County Recycling of Monona, Culligan Water Conditioning in Elkader, the Loena Savings Bank, member FDIC, Fisk Farm and Home in Monona, Cresco, and Decorah, Carr Auto Group online at karautogroup.com, Bacon Concrete in Postville, Furniture Showcase and Old Wine, Lighting Showroom, Flooring, Furniture, and Window Treatments, Bruins and James Insurance, your Grinnell Mutual agent in Monona, and Rivals Inc., custom gear, screen printing, embroidery, and online shopping at rivalsinc.com.